Are we live? Are we there? Hi guys, how you going? I can see that Amy is here. So, hi Amy. I hope that you've been well, and I hope that you've had a nice week or two that we haven't been able to catch up and see each other. Yeah. Hey Mayo, how you going? It's nice to see you again. I was streaming over on Mayo's channel earlier today as part of Paradisa month, and my Paradisa mock is over on the dining table at the moment in order to give me enough room to build tonight. Yeah, Taz didn't stream tonight. There is a bit of a storm going on in his neighborhood. He's safe, it's all fine, but he's just got a bit of lightning going on. So he's sitting tonight out. And Coco is here. Hey, Coco. I hope that you're going well. It's nice to see you again. And Andrew's here as well. Hey, Andrew. I hope that you've been well as well. Oh, no, you've been ill. Oh, I hate that. I must admit, I did twang my back like almost 2 weeks ago, and it's only just started to come good now. So I've been feeling very sad and sorry for myself as well. It's just annoying when we're sick or poorly or injured or whatever. It's just frustrating. But we are doing another 10 years of Friends extravaganza, and I have already prepared the set that I am building first, which is... Oh, did I not put this one on my... Oh, yes, I did put this one on my list. Did we build this one already? Or did we skip this one? Oh, I'm so confused. Anyway, we're building the frozen Lego yogurt shop, which was from 2017. Have we built this one? I don't think that we did we? Have we? Anyway. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Yes, any likes is much appreciated. Oh, yeah, and speaking of that, I better jump into YouTube just in case we have any spam going on. So let's do that. Cool. Right. Oh, and Miss Amby is here as well. Hey, Miss Amby. I hope that you've been going well as well. I did end up watching your haul video the other day. You seemed to get a lot of dog-related products, which is a lot. Strange for you. Oh, Mayo. Oh, cool. Oh, that's good. I like it when you can get on a roll with homework and writing and all of those sorts of things. Oh, and your room's having a makeover too. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and James is here as well. Hey, Sarge, how you going? It was so nice having your daughter over on in the chat over on Hive Stream the other day as well. So yeah, it was really nice to have her there. Yeah, so we're building the frozen yogurt shop from 2017. I really like this set. I think it's actually a bit of a underrated set as well. So let's sort of build in chit chats. Oh, you've dyed your hair blonde. Oh my gosh, how exciting. I love that. That's super cool. Can I ask what color it was originally? Or are you just happy to focus on the blondness? Yeah. Oh, it was one of those random boxes from eBay. I must admit, Miss Amby, I did have it on while I was working from home. So I was like concentrating watching. It seemed like every time I looked up, it was just like you were like, and another dog product? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was black. Oh, black to blonde. Oh, my gosh. That's so cool. That's so exciting. I love that. Yeah, I know. I really like this set. I think it's really cute. So, yeah, I thought that we'd build this one first up tonight. I've got a couple of others as well that we can build too. I don't actually quite know what's happened with my my collection of what I have built and what I'm supposed to be building. It's sort of got a bit muddled. To no one's surprise. Let's be real. I spent a lot of my existence a bit muddled. Let's just use this one for now because I've got this yogurt here. Pucky's also having some of his biscuits. He has had dinner, but he's having snacks at the moment. I can hear him chomping away in the background. umbrella stand. Cute. Cool. Oh no. Oh no. I had an exam yesterday and it was horrible, terrible. Oh, just like more than half the students. Oh no. That's not fun. And exams are so stressful as well. It's so stressful. I know. Oh my gosh, exactly, Coco. We've got to stick together in this cold Legolas. We've got to find our fun and frivolity somewhere, somehow. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. I always found exams super, super stressful. I must admit, though, it's been one of the strangest things, though, because especially like in a lot of the jobs that I have, I don't really need to have anything completely memorized under exam conditions. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just sort of go, it's very rare that I get tested like you would in an exam in my everyday life. Like, if I don't know something or if I don't know what's going on, I just write a note and Google it later. Do you know what I mean? Like, I find the whole concept of exams very baffling in this day and age. I think in some jobs you'd want to know that people have this stuff memorized and they know what's what. But in my job, no, I don't need to have that happen. So, yeah. Speaking of blonde, I think that some of the Paradisa minifigs in your country club, Mark, would like to order some pure blonde at the bar. They're staying away from Corona Extra. Yeah, I don't know what. Well, I have put in like 2 blenders, but I think that that's more for like slushies. So I'm thinking like a champagne slushie or some sort of something or another like that is what's going to be the speciality at the country club. Oh no, you have a math exam next Wednesday. Drop the iPad. No, is it damaged? Is it okay? Did it? It's fine, but I think I skipped a heartbeat. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, exactly. Here, that taking tests is like, yeah, throwing up everything that you've learned, and they expect you at all to remember. Yeah, I know. It's I don't know. It's not for me. It's definitely not for me, but it does seem to be part of the common practice of education, which is strange. Yeah, that was pretty much like my university courses as well. Most of it was major assignments and a lot of research as well. We needed to be able to research and be able to discern accurate research and all of those sorts of things, which is important, I think, in this day and age, is being able to figure out what is accurate and even being able to critically think about things that you see as well, I think was really important in our university course. And then we also had to study like a lot of advocacy and how to undertake advocacy. And interestingly enough, a lot of advocacy is very, very long term. So kind of the opposite of an exam. Also, your eyelash fell off. Just one? I think it will be okay. Oh dear. Oh, you bought your first Paradisa set? Oh my gosh. Did Mayo say that this morning? After I finished streaming with Mayo this morning, I did my thumbnail for the stream tonight, and then I lay down and I was playing some Animal Crossing. I fell asleep probably for about 3 or 4 hours. I do feel a lot better after my nap, but oh my gosh, I was just like, the whole day is gone. My whole day has been spent on Lego streaming and sleeping. But I think it's okay. That's okay for weekends, isn't it? Is it? I hope so. Oh, they have nothing in the shops. Oh, the shelves are empty and depressed. Oh my gosh. Oh, Ingrid's here. Hey, Ingrid. I hope that you're having a nice morning. Have you got the bub today? Are you running? Or are you relaxing? So just saying hello to everyone as well. Just nice. I always like seeing everyone say hello to each other in the chat. I can't find my radio doodaddle for my car. It's okay. That's fine. We'll come back to that in due course. Cool. Ooh, cool. I know. It's so cool to have a Paradisa set as well. It is definitely a theme that I am interested in, but I don't know whether or not I want to start collecting it or whether or not I'm enjoying mocking it. And I think that I was saying to Mayo before we even started Paradisa month that I do really enjoy looking at the sets, and I think that they would be really cool to have in a collection. But I don't know how easy they are to find in Australia. So, yeah, I don't know. And I have actually really enjoyed doing the mock this month as well. So we might have to do a show and tell over here on this channel for some of you guys, because I know that not everyone can catch up on my own streams. And once I finish it. Do I know how to talk tonight? No, I don't know, guys. So yeah, there's stuff happening. I hope, kind of. Okay, I do need. I know that I need this, and I know that I need this. Yeah, no, it is. It's exciting that Miss Amby has a Paradisa set. That's a very strange tangent. It's going off on. And I am looking forward to having Miss Amby over on the Paradisa month streams over on my O's channel as well. Oh yeah, going to try and modularize friend set inspired by JoJo's bricks. Yeah, JoJo is amazing, isn't she? Cool. Talking about the Apple's tablet. I can let YouTube block me. No, don't do it, Andrew. We like having you here. Oh, you took your 7-year-old tablet's case and cleaned it a little bit. Oh, the baby's just waking up now. Okay. So you only have a few moments of peace before you start running. Oh, you'll get a new case for it because it's damaged and it's hard to take the case on and off. Oh, you tried decorating your kitchen Animal Crossing to make it look clean and white, and it looks like a college laundromat. Oh dear, yeah. Yeah, it took me quite a while to figure out how to decorate my kitchen. And I think in the end I used some of I did put in a feature wall. That was one of the things that I did. It took me a while to figure out what flooring to use to make it look clean flooring but not sterile, like a college laundromat. And then it also took a little while to figure out what else did I have to figure out with my kitchen. And then I also added quite a few plants and some accessories as well, and that sort of made it look better. So I really liked the Turkey Day pot, the green one. So that's in my kitchen, and the shopping bag that's got the food out the top and those sorts of things as well. You really love to get the official Apple case, but I think getting it would be really hard. So we probably need to get something else. Oh my gosh. Mayo, you sent me 2 invites, so I thought you were egging you along. I love going down a rabbit hole. I also watched the latest Matrix movie last night with my brother, so the white rabbit is particularly symbolic with that. Cool. Oh, an Apple Tablet Air 2. Oh, bad technology let you down. Oh, no. Hey, Max, how you going? I've got to catch up on the last couple of videos. I do really want to watch the little carousel rotundry thing that you had built and see the other latest one that you've just released a little while ago, a day or two ago. Oh, which is one of the iPads that supported iOS for the longest, but it won't get the latest. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, and Miss Amby, where did you get your Paradisa set from? Because I think Max is over in the UK as well, I think. And it does seem like some of my like UK mates do seem to come across Paradisa sets more so than what I have seen them in Australia. But again, it might just be because I'm not really looking for Paradisa. So I don't know. What am I up to? Oh, okay. Oh, right. Hang on. Yes, this. I need. What do I need? This. I need this. I need 2, 4, 6. I need this. What's the difference between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Oh, with the iPads, because I have the 4 and my friend has the 5, and there's no difference. I've got no idea. The chat might know. Can't wait to buy the 2020 MacBook Pro. Oh, the latest one is the city update. Yes, that's the one that I remember seeing pop up. Yep. I found the little stereo thing. I do usually scroll backwards and forwards. I tend to notice the channel more than the actual video content itself until after I've watched it. And then I also quite like doing like a little binge watch of people's channels as well, which I am sort of starting to get back into the routine of a little bit with working from home and that type of thing too. So hopefully that will continue nicely for me over the next few weeks, because it is really nice seeing everyone's videos. I always like having a little bit of a sticky week and seeing what everyone's been up to and what they've been building and all of that jazz. All of that fun. And yeah, Max, you definitely have an awesome city as well. So that's going to be cool. It's going to be a cool one to check out. Right. Yeah. Oh, well, that's easy. That's easier. I've got one that I prepared earlier. Right. Let's put that. And this set is actually quite cute because I do actually quite like the design of like this little yellow car that we have. But the cutest thing about it is that it does have a purple number plate, and I don't know whether or not that will show up, but the number plate says I Heart Froyo. Just so funny. I follow Teal Bricks in Paradise on Instagram. I definitely know that, but I haven't seen him over on YouTube. I'll have to track down his channel and check that out. But yeah, Teal Bricks in Paradise has an amazing city that, well, like, I mean, from what I've seen on Instagram. And I do really like the fact that it is quite a different looking city compared to a lot of other people's cities, which is also a nice way to go. You know, I think it's always cool when our cities have a bit of a reflection of who we are and what we enjoy as well. Cool. Oh, Chris got to go change the diaper. Hopefully the baby's diaper. Oh, you got the iPad 9 because iPad Air 2 didn't support the Apple Pencil. Okay, saying I thought it did. Oh, Air 3 and upper model stuff. Oh, Agent's here as well. Cool. I did go and look at them because we were talking about them. Was it last time or the time before or something like that? And I saw them and they were amazing. Absolutely amazing looking figs. Yeah. Such a good recommendation, Agent. Really, really fantastic. I know. Just make an existing iPad and then just update that rather than having to have a whole new physical being. So yeah, Paradisa 1992 to 97. Hard to believe that the first wave of Paradisa sets are 30 years old. Yeah, oh my gosh, they raise the price with each upgrade as well. I know, so frustrating. Same with the iPhone as well. That's why I refuse to get a new iPhone every year. Oh, and Steve's here as well. Hey, Steve. Long time no see. I hope that you've been keeping well. And yeah, and all of that good stuff. Cool. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating. I completely agree with that, Coco. It is just so annoying that we just get bled dry by technology. Bleeding this dry again. Yeah, his builds are really original and colourful, but also like whenever I see them, I always get like a real like tropical, leafy sort of vibe as well. Oh, Andrew's here as well. Hey, Andrew. I hope that you're well. Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think I've got the iPhone XR and I'm probably due for an upgrade, but I'm trying to hold off until next year. And much like Andrew was talking about his very old iPad case, my iPhone case is in shambles. It's in shambles. Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah, it does look the same. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's technological stuff going on here. Oh, cool. Mayo saying Tea Orbix in Paradise has an epic Paradise of villa. Just subscribed to him recently and watched the video today. Oh, it's a very large scale build though. Cool. The features are so nitpicky. Only a maniac would need them. There's the marketing strategy for Apple right there. Maniacs. Oh, and I'm having a apple, pear, and ginger kombucha tonight. It's really refreshing and delicious. It's amazing. iPhone XR and iPhone 11 are the best budget iPhones. Yeah, I know, but it's too expensive. Like, I really resent the fact that a phone is going to cost over $1,000 every year. Like, I just get very, very resentful about that whole situation. Don't want to do it. Yes, we definitely need a Steve stream again. I second that motion wholeheartedly. What am I doing? Oh, okay, right. I'm building a car. Ingrid's back. Oh, Mayo bought the iPhone 13 last year. So we only need to worry about when the iPhone 18 comes out in 2026. Exactly. We've got to pace ourselves with these things. It can't be too rushed. Someone working for Apple doesn't read these, or does and makes some big changes. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Like my thought, because I was thinking, oh, do I get a new phone or not? I don't know what to do, blah blah blah. And in the end, I was just sort of like going, can I just see if I can find a random iPhone XR case for it? And if I have a new case, then maybe that will like make it feel a bit more new and shiny so that it can survive another 5 years. However old it is, I don't know when I got it. Is it I don't know if these the ones or if they for maybe I know sometimes I modify my builds and I don't realize that I've modified them. And I take them apart, and when I go to rebuild them, I don't know what's happening. Oh, I think I will need these though. Oh gosh. Okay. I can't be bothered scruffling. I'm just going to get one from the cupboard. Oh, you need a new iPad, do you, Coco? I've never ever had an iPad. I've got the phone and the laptop, and I'm just like, that's enough. But there are moments where I am playing games on my phone, and I'm like, this is a bit small for me to figure out what's happening. And then I'm like, okay, I'll stop playing my phone games and I'll just start playing on my Switch. Oh dear. Oh, budget iPhone SE would be the one that you'd get, would you, Andrew? Yeah, I don't know enough about them. I just usually look at whatever's around and then groan about the price of it, and then move on with my life. Oh, the baby and you were in their Lego room, Ingrid. Oh my gosh! So you can watch. Oh, so you can watch him and build and have fun and hang out with us. Yay! Yips. Oh my gosh. You've only dropped your iPad once, Coco, and that was only 2 minutes ago, and there's small bits falling off the case already. Yep. I know, it's all just like technology now just moves so quickly, and it's all just so disposable that it's intense. Oh, Amazon is always good for older cases. Oh, okay, Steve. I think I did see that Big W had one that I quite liked for like $10. But then I was just like, I'll have to order something else with it so that I can get free shipping to my house, because I don't leave anywhere. Oh, you don't do any Apple stuff, James? You've only got you do the whole Android thing. Oh yes. Oh sorry, Euphoria. Yeah, I just went off on a tangent tonight, didn't I? Part of the 10 years of Friends sets. So this is the frozen yogurt shop from 2017, and it's one of my favorites. I think it's a really cute build, and it's got a nice car to it and everything. So yeah. Whoop whoop. $1,000 and it's already falling apart in less than 2 years. Exactly. Yeah, I know. It's getting there, Mayo, but it does, like, my subs go up and down a lot. So I get to like 720 and then I'm back at, I get to 920 and then I'm back to 918 and then I'm back to 921, then I'm back to 918. So it'll happen when it happens. I am really excited about getting to the 1,000. I think that that's sort of like quite a big YouTube milestone. But it's also one of those things where it's nice to have, not necessary for me to have that. So yeah, when it happens, we can have a bit of a celebration. So my whole build falls apart. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, and it's also my 300th video tonight as well, which I think, Andrew, you reminded me that when I was up to like 296 or something. So yeah. Okay, Steve, yes, go and take care. Go and have a nice night's sleep and everything. See you. Oh, and Sloth's here as well. Hey, Sloth. I hope that you're having a nice day today. Whenever Sloth arrives, we're always so excited. So, yeah. Lots of hellos to Sloth. Oh, your mum's old phone is 9 years old. Dropped it so many times. Yeah, I know. Well, I think my brother has got my mum's hand-me-down phone as well. So, yeah. Rick Sargent's the other side of technology. We're all the same side of technology. The fact that I shouldn't say that. I'm the side of technology of I don't really understand anything to do with it. That's my side of technology. Those that are on that same side can feel free to come and stand in my corner with me. Oh dear. And Cliffy's here as well. Hey Cliff, it's nice to see you again. I know that you stopped by Mayo's stream earlier as well, which was good. Good to catch up and see you there. Oh, your living room TV is also Android, Sarge? Yeah, I don't know what my living room TV is. It's just some random brand. It is a smart TV, and I can connect it to my phone and stuff, but quite often what I'm doing on my phone and what I'm doing on my TV are sort of separate. I think if I connect them both, though, then I can comment on the video that I'm watching. I don't do that because I'm useless. Oh dear. But yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah. Yeah, so I don't really know what's going on with any of that. Cool, lots of hellos. Don't let China saucer and over cooking Tiffy. Yeah, I know. Well, that includes all my live streams as well. So I'm sort of like, that counts as a video though, doesn't it? Surely that counts. So yeah, 300 altogether, which is really cool. So I was just like, I have to do a friend's live stream for my 300th. So yeah, I wish I could do more videos as well, but hopefully next year I might be able to sort of figure that out a bit better at some stage. I'm hoping to be able to get my permanent contract in January, and then maybe 4 to 6 months after that, I might see if I can go back down to 4 days a week, and then I can do more videos again, which will be fun because I love doing my YouTube videos. It's one of the things that I've missed the most this year, actually, is doing videos. Oh, yes, Mayo, you take care as well, mate. And we'll catch up again soon, if not before Saturday morning, on Saturday morning. Ooh. Oh, yeah, so the frozen yogurt shop. Oh, Apple doesn't make TVs, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Any of that. Don't they? What's Apple TV, then? Is that just a station? A streaming thing, not an actual physical product. Yeah. Oh, root beer. Oh, kombucha. Apple pear and ginger kombucha. It's really nice. It's very, very refreshing. Which is lovely. Oh. Exactly what I needed for tonight, which is good. Yeah, so we're going to make this frozen yogurt shop tonight, and then I've got a couple of others as well. So we'll have a vote next time around, because I'd already organised myself with all the parts and everything for this one tonight. So the next one will get a vote. I think that there's 3 to pick from. So that should be cool. And then we've got this spring green colour in this set as well, which is so pretty. I've been putting this like spring green type colour in with my Paradisa builds, along with the bright green and lime green as well. So I think that those 3 look really pretty for the Paradisa side of things. And then I've been using light pink and dark pink as well in my build. Book. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hadn't heard of it either, Ingrid. It's like a fermented juice, but there's no sugar in it. And these ones, there's nothing artificial, and there's also probiotics in it as well. So it's really nice for like your gut health and things like that. And previously I had gotten into into a really bad habit of having soft drinks a lot. So like Coke or lemonade or Pepsi or whatever. But obviously they've got a lot of sugar, a lot of artificial stuff, and all of those sorts of things. So I just sort of went, kombucha is sort of like a nice alternative for me for that. I have heard a few people say that they don't really like the taste of them, so I don't think that it's for everyone, but I actually quite like them. So yeah. Okay. Coco. It's just, that's Nickelodeon. phone? Apple phone cider? I don't know what that means. Coco. Yeah, no, it wasn't really anything that I was keeping track on either, Sloth. It was only when it got mentioned to me that I was very close to 300 videos, and I was like, oh, am I? So, yeah. Live off Pepsi. Yeah, Pepsi Max is my favorite soft drink when I have them, but it was getting to the point that it was getting quite it was too much for me. Anyone can do whatever they want and all of those sorts of things, but for me I did need to make a few healthier choices with some of my diet, and that was one of the things that I thought was doable, was swapping out the soft drink for this as an alternative. And then one of the girls that I work with now, one of the people at work, is that she actually drinks a lot of like flavored sparkling mineral water. So I have gotten that a couple of times as well, which is also really yummy. So I think that that's also like a good option too. And Sleeps is here. Hey, Sleeps. How you going? I hope that you're well. You've been posting some amazing stuff over on Instagram as well. For anyone that is on Instagram, and if you don't follow Sleeps with Lego over there, make sure that you do go and check her out. She's got an amazing Instagram account. It's the frozen yogurt shop today from 2017. To start with, is where we're up to. Coco, oh my gosh, your nephew has a lifetime supply of cola, like he always has, like 8 1-gallon tanks of cola or Pepsi whenever you go there. My gosh. Oh, you drink a lot of coffee, Coke, and Pepsi? Yeah. Yeah, I try and just have one coffee in the morning. I quite often find that if I'm in the office, I end up having 2 coffees, and then sometimes I will get a Coke at lunchtime as well to get me through the day. But when I'm working from home, it's usually just one coffee in the morning, and then I either have like a kombucha or water or whatever at lunchtime. Cool. Yep, so the frozen yogurt shop. Yeah, the Paradisa mock is coming along really well. I forgot to take a photo of it, though, in week 2. So we're going to go from week 1 to week 3. I think he likes cola and Pepsi. Yep, exactly. Oh, and Dragon Slayer is here as well. Hey, Dragon Slayer, it's nice to have you here. I hope that you've been keeping well and that things have been going good for you, my friend. So, yeah, it was actually quite funny because my brother did pop over, like I was saying earlier, and we had dinner together and ended up watching the most recent Matrix movie, which was really good fun and a bit of a catch up and all of that type of stuff. And he actually brought over a few beers. And usually I leave any of my recycling just on the side of my kitchen bench, like next to the sink. And I take it out to the different recycling boxes in my garage later, like during the day or whatever. And his beer bottles look exactly like my kombucha bottles. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of funny. So, yeah. It's 8:30 where you are, so it's morning coffee time. Exactly, Ingrid. That's exactly it. Sergeant, 10 to 12 cups of coffee each day. Oh my gosh. That would be too much for me. My God. No one would want to see me on 10 to 12 cups of coffee. I'm telling you right now, that would be insanity. And I really don't think that I would be able to sleep for ages and ages. Make a channel membership thing? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but you already are all like channel members. Just don't have to pay anything. You all belong here. I'll bless you all with channel membership now. Oh. We can just do that. Oh, fantastic. Yay. No, you do. You have such wonderful ideas over on Instagram, Sleeps, and always such like cool builds and lots of like sick bigs and community, like people that we know from the community and all of those sorts of things. It's fantastic. And I even liked the way how you went through and did your whole like Tour de France sort of a series of photos and stuff on your Lego Tour de France over on Sleep's channel too, on Sleep's Instagram. Oh, cool. Can you share the link to Read Bookable on Instagram with me so I can grab them? Hi, Elijah. One of my good friends is like that and has a cup of coffee right before bed as well. Usually, if I have coffee after midday, then I won't sleep until like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. I'll be up forever. And you even have large cups. Oh my gosh, James. That's so intense. That's a lot. You have 6 cappuccinos a day with loads of foamed milk? Sleeps. Maybe you guys are the normal ones, and maybe I'm the weirdo for only having one cup a day. Maybe if I had more coffee a day, then I wouldn't be napping so much. So I don't know. My mum and brother drink a lot more coffee than me too. I will say they both drink a lot more coffee. And then mum's always saying, no, coffee's really good. It keeps you active. It keeps you moving. It keeps you going, blah, blah, blah. But then she's always like, oh, I'm exhausted and tired and everything. And I'm like, well, drink less coffee. Just chill out like me. Oh, dear. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you drink a lot of coffee. So it was a habit from the soldiering days. That makes sense, yeah. And I definitely think like it is a habit. I have a funny feeling that one of the other things that happened with me was that I didn't start drinking coffee until I was in my 20s as well. And I think that the main reason why I didn't drink coffee until I was older was because one of my first jobs was working in a cafe. And I used to make coffees at that cafe as well. So that was like when I was a teenager and we had like the big cappuccino machine, and then I'd be making hundreds and hundreds of coffees a day. And so I think that then the smell of coffee for me just got associated with work. And then it was also one of those things that I found that for my like coffee shop uniform, it was always really, really difficult to try and get like the coffee smell out of the apron and the t-shirt. And then also to try and keep did I miss something in here? Oh no. And then to also try and keep everything like white, because the coffee shop uniform was like a navy blue and white striped t-shirt, but the stripes were quite like thick stripes. And so the white stripes always used to have a slight like coffee tinge to them. It's just, oh my gosh, this is so hard. So yeah. And then even when I was living over in Sydney for a year or two, I think when I was like 19, 20, I was working in a coffee shop then, and everybody else in the coffee shop used to drink the coffee. And then I'd always have like hot chocolate. Oh dear. So yeah, I definitely understand that it comes from like what you know and all of those sorts of things as well. And Coco saying, I guess sleeps really doesn't sleep. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's true, Sloth. Yeah. So started drinking coffee when you were 14. It was cheap with free refills in the US. We don't do free refills in Australia. And you could doctor it with sugar and cream to add lots of calories and taste and everything. Yeah, I can understand it. And it was interesting because when I was first over in the UK, they didn't really do like cappuccinos or lattes or that style of coffee. Like they would just do like the percolated coffee pots, which is the very like iconic US coffee image that I have of like from TV shows and movies and things of people going to an American diner. and whatnot, and getting their coffee with that. So, yeah. Cool. Oh, you love drawing hair? Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's so many of you guys that are super talented with all your creative artistic pursuits. Which is so cool. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. I do think that my brother started drinking coffee before I did as well, and he didn't do coffee shop jobs either. Oh, you love your homemade mochas? Yeah, mochas are amazing as well. Or you have a Keurig coffee machine, so it's very easy to make when I want. One of the things that I did hear about recently as well, and I'm pretty sure it was when I was watching someone talking about how to make tea in the US, is that in the US, the wattage that you guys have running through your houses and for your power points in your homes are too low for Americans to be able to use electric kettles, which is why you guys tend to have like the coffee percolator things, which again I only know from watching movies and TV shows, not from research or visually seeing it. But I was just like, I was really taken aback that Americans don't really have electric kettles in their house. It's like, is that true? Do you guys have electric kettles? Any of the Americans in the chat at the moment? I'm curious. Only if you want to share. Don't feel obliged to, but it's just out of my own curiosity more than anything else. Just laugh. I was a broke teenager. My parents had split up and there was no extra money to fund me and my delinquency. Yeah. So cheap and cheerful coffee was the way to go. Oh, no, there's a few more likes than that. It might not have just come through on your end, Andrew. It's fine. Yeah, it's cool. I do sleep. Oh, the adding of the frothy milk is to keep the amount of coffee down. It's more coffee flavored foam milk. Oh, and spread them out during the day. The last one is around about 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. And I definitely think it is very much down to like who you are and what you're used to and what your habits are and all of those sorts of things too. Yeah. And like I said, is that on the days that I know that I'm busier and having like more of a stress head than normal, then yeah, more coffee occurs. Oh, you have electric tea cookers and teapots, and some use the stove top tea cookers still as well, but not like an electric kettle that you plug into the wall that you flick a button and it boils the water that way. That's so interesting. I find it so fascinating how like there's these little quirky things about each country that we don't like dwell on that much. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm probably not making much sense tonight. And that was definitely one of the things that I found when I moved to the UK as well, is that I assumed that it was going to be very similar to living in Australia, because both English-speaking countries, there's a lot of, we're part of the colonies and all of those sorts of things. And there was a lot that I understood about the country and the culture and all of those sorts of things. But it was definitely like the little things that really like tended to throw me for a loop. I forgot to put the windshield on. No, that's not the windshield. Oh no, that's not the windshield for this, is it? Oh, trats. It's the little low roundy one. Whoopsies. Oh, and you have water cookers as well. You have 2 of them yourself. I don't know what a water cooker is. Is that the same as a kettle, Bricksage, or is that something different? Hang on, I'm going to Google it. No, muffins are totally for breakfast. I second your thought that muffins are breakfast food, especially a blueberry muffin. That's totally for breakfast. What's it called? A water cooker. Oh yes, that's a kettle. Yeah. So then, whatever that person was talking about around the fact that Americans don't have kettles was lies, complete lies. Yeah, it is. It's totally the same thing. Welcome to Ruth's Lego live stream, where she just Googles random images of international kettles. The great something. Hey there. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to have you here. Cool. What link? What do you mean, what link? Is there a link to something? I don't see a link to anything. Do we need a link? Yeah, muffins and donuts are breakfast foods, just like Frosted Flakes. Yeah, there we go. If Sloth says it... If Sloth says it's true, then it totally is. Sugar-covered breakfast, to be sure, but better than none at all. Yeah, exactly. Breakfast is a very important meal. Oh, you just made muffins and they're awesome? Oh, my gosh. Some people just live all the muffiny dreams. Living the best muffiny life. Yes, take care, Sarge. Take care, James. Enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Oh yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no, you can't. Hang on, Sleeps. I'll just give you a wrench, and then you'll be able to post the link. Okay, cool. Do you want to just Sleeps? Do you want to just type something to me now, and I'll see if you've got the little blue wrench, and if you do, then you should be able to post a link. Cool. Just make extra. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh yes, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, there's the link. Thank you, Sleeps. That's so cool. So, Sleeps has just added a link in the chat to her Rebecca Ball account with mocks. Is that so that we can see all your mocks on Rebecca Ball, or specifically the honey one? Honey. Beep, 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 beep. Cool. Yes, I know you have the power. You have the power now. Sleeps. Oh yes, all mocks. So there's a link to Sleeps' Rebrickable with all the mocks for anyone that's interested in mock building. And quite often, I think that mocks can be like really super inspiring as well, which I think is really awesome. As well as seeing like the creativity of other people, and then that like prompts thoughts and excitement into different builds that we like you could make, I could make, we could make, and all of that sort of stuff. So it's really cool. Cool. Oh, the most recent 4 are stalls, but there's also speeder bikes from the Book of Boba Fett, which I think is something to do with Star Wars. Is that what that is? Not 100% confident. I'm waiting for confirmation. Oh dear. Cool. Beep, beep, beep. Cool. Oh, yes, it is Star Wars. 11 points for me. Excellent. And the other thing that is excellent about that is we have also said the magical Star Wars word. So we get to yup nub for a couple of seconds. We get to have a good yup nub. Yeah, I had to keep to in there. I watched the clip of it and I was just like, yeah, we need the little yup nub. Yup nub. Oh, watching baby. So very happy. Oh, you might have a job at the Lego store. My God, Ingrid, that would be amazing. That would be so cool. Oh my gosh, I know. Sleeps. I am absolutely dying for Lego to release another Ewok Village. Patiently waiting for another one. We are building the frozen yogurt shop, which is a really cute build. So yeah, just slowly. It's a very plodding stream tonight. Yeah, and I'm going good. But yeah, I love the idea about having the sick figs head over to the Ewok village for celebrations. Fun and frivolity and celebrations. Need some nice stormtrooper stew. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Here we go. A job at the Lego store. I know. That's very, very exciting. And it's 50% staff discount in the Netherlands. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. That's a very good discount. A very, very good discount. Okay. Poor Ingrid. We are sending you very, very positive vibes for you to get the job. Oh, they'll decide on Tuesday who they hire. Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers and toes crossed, Ingrid. We're all sending you very positive vibes, and they'd be blessed to have you. They'd be blessed to have you as an employee. So hopefully it all goes well for you. And then that should mean more Lego as well, shouldn't it? If everything happens how we would like it to. Goes according to plan. My gosh, I can't. Oh. Talking today is a struggle bus. It's a struggle bus. Yes. Oh no, that's okay, Ingrid. Many, many positive vibes. And again, they should hire you because you're amazing and they'd be very lucky to have you. But it is always so nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh. Which basically means you spend your salary at your workplace so they can pay you for another month. I'll accept all the prayers gratefully, yes. Cool. Right, we are doing quite well with this. So, I say as then the next bit that I do just doesn't go according to plan whatsoever. Oh, Pucky's going for a little meander around the house. He's such a good boy. Cool. Right, now we get to add in all the extra little toppings and excitements in here. Oh yeah, Ben. Yes, I know. He was applying as a Lego designer. I've not heard where that's up to. But I was very enthusiastic about creating a code language so he could give us spoilers without getting fired or breaking the NDA. But he's a very, very talented builder and an extremely lovely person as well, like a really, really nice human being. So yeah, it would be really, really cool to find out that he got that role. And yeah, but I think it would be so bizarre as well. Like he would have to move from Texas to Denmark for that, which is amazing and would be fantastic. But I think that would be especially for a dream job as well, that it would be doable, but it would be a lot. I don't know how I would go moving from Australia to Denmark. I think that would be like a big culture shock and a language barrier and all of those sorts of things as well. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sleeps is keeping her fingers crossed for you as well, Ingrid. I know exactly. Geek code for Lego leaks. I know. I was just like, sounds like the movie, something magical. I don't know. Is Ben on Insta? I always get confused because some people I know from Instagram and some people I know from YouTube, and some people I follow on both, and some people I only follow one. It's a lot. Oh yeah, here he is. Let's see. Can I do this? There's his link. I've just posted Ben's link to his Instagram account in the chat. Yep. Oh yeah, no, he would totally move to Denmark for his dream job. That would be obvious. Like that's not in question at all. He's already said that that's what he would do. Yeah, well, they do all speak English at Lego, but then you have to go outside of your workplace to exist. So, and like that was one of the things that I found, like in the UK when I moved to the UK, is that the language wasn't a problem for me in the UK. It was all the other random little things that you don't think of as part of a culture. So all those strange, quirky things that happen in countries that you just don't think about. Like a lot of the time it was things like in the UK, the things that I struggled with the most were not knowing what brands to buy at a supermarket. So it was just sort of like, oh, I want to go to the shops and get some orange juice, and then I'd stand there in front of the orange juice aisle going, well, what does all of this mean? Why is the English orange juice in milk cartons? Like we have them in plastic bottles. Like why? Why is that? What are they doing that for? Which one has pulp? Which one doesn't? Do you know what I want? So it was really like weird little things like that I seemed to find like the biggest sort of differences. And then even things like in the UK, they call trousers trousers, and uh, we know what trousers are, but generally speaking, we also call trousers pants. And in the UK, they call underwear pants. So I'd be saying, I need to get some new pants. I need work pants. I'd be thinking, why is this woman talking so much about her underpants, her underwear? That's not right. So yeah, it was all of those like little things that were like the bigger shock to me. Well, not a shock, but the obstacle, the things that you sort of have to navigate in daily life. But then the other thing that was funny was that I remember at one of the supermarkets, I'm pretty sure it was Tesco, they used to do like these pre-cooked, pre-seasoned like chicken tenderloins. And there was, oh my God, there was a few of those that I just absolutely loved. And of course, we don't have them in Australia. And so it's just like, oh my gosh, I would absolutely love one of those chicken tenderloiny things. And I can't have them because they're international. Yeah, it's all of those little things where you just sort of go, it's just the day-to-day life stuff. Trying to figure out the currency, trying to figure out the value of things, how gas and electricity works. Oh, you mean nylons as in like stockings or tights? Yeah, that's what we call them. See, it's those sorts of things where you just go, I've just made a complete fool of myself internationally. The baby turned into the blueberry muffin boy. Oh no. Bath time, gotta go. Yes, take care, Ingrid. Take them. Oh, you can call them trousers, or sloth does, and people look at you funny here. Yeah. It's a very formal way of talking about pants. Breeches. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah. And then, I was talking to my brother. Well, I got my brother to pick me up from work the other day, which is a long story, which is also why he got invited over to my place for treats. And it was really funny because I was when he was coming to pick me up, I was just like, I'm at the park with Rotunda, and he's like, what is a rotunda? This isn't the 1870s. Sorry. I'm at the rotunda, but if you just look at a jaunty angle to the northwest, I'll be on a park bench there. Oh dear. But, that's just me living my best life. Right. Where are we up to? This one? Yeah, I've also got to figure out my roof for my Paradisa. Oh, what do we call a jumpsuit? Jumpsuit. And then overalls can be dungarees. Trousers is called broek. In Dutch, it's singular broken. Broeken. Meaning multiple pairs of trousers. Oh, rotunda is a very modern word here for a roundabout. Oh yeah, pantsuit or catsuit, yes. If it's like tight and it's stretchy, then that's what we would call a catsuit. Whereas if it's like sort of loose, then yeah, a pantsuit or a jumpsuit. Coveralls, possibly if it's more a work attire, work related. So yes, overalls or overalls. That's easy. We've got one easy option, and the rest of it just descends into chaos. Right. We are adding in our little drive-through, which is super cute. I think the thing I do like about rebuilding sets that I already have is the fact that all the stickers are already applied. That just makes the whole thing so much more enjoyable. Cool. Oh, dungarees are jeans. Yeah, no, dungarees, you need to have like a little bib on the front for them to be dungarees over here. And usually like a bit baggy. Akram Lego Cat. Yes, the Froyo shop is happening today because we're back to our 10 years of Friends sets. So this is one of them, one of the picks. Because I definitely think this is an underrated build. I actually think that this is a really cute shop. Right. Cool. If someone recognizes the word at all. Oh, and then the other thing that I remember saying once as well, Sloth, you'll probably appreciate this as well. I went to the movies with a friend, and I don't know how your cinemas are set up, but quite often in our movies, you go into the cinema on the side, and then there's like a walkway through here, and then they'll have like a lot of seats on, you know, like a stepping up, and there'll either be an aisle up the middle or there'll be 2 aisles up the side. But then usually down the front, there's about 5 rows that are on less of an incline. And so we went to the cinemas and went to get our tickets and everything. And the girl that we were getting the tickets from, she was just like, oh, where do you want to sit? And Rebecca was sort of like, oh, we'll just sit sort of up back, but sort of quite close to the front. And I was like, yeah, just like behind the plinth. And the poor girl at the cinemas was like, what's a plinth? And she said that to Rebecca, my friend, like she didn't even want to ask me what a plinth was. Rebecca looked at me and was just like, it's just her. Don't worry about it. Nobody else knows what a plinth is either. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's always the case with me. We have the Tunibrook. It's a one piece as well, but with a high front and suspenders around the back built in. Yeah. Yeah, like with the little bib on the front, and then you've got the straps that come over, and you've got like a button or a clip or whatever here. What's that word again? Plinth. Yeah. It for me, it just kind of means like it can be like a little bit of a standalone low wall, but it's usually not something that you would have in an exterior, like it's sort of more of an interior thing. But I could just be using the word completely incorrectly as well, so who knows. But yeah, I just confused everyone saying that. I was just okay. I'm just won't talk next time we go to the movies and get tickets. Oh dear. Right. Cool. We're getting there, gang. It's not too much more. And then you guys get to pick what we build next time. We've got 3 options, I think. Do I have all the instructions? Oh, we've got 2 options. I've got 2 options to build. Next. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah. According to Google, it's like the base of a column or of a vase. Yeah. So it's definitely one of those things where, yeah, it's got to be, I don't know. It's like go down. I don't know. Oops. Anyway, I said that to them and confused them. Really needed that. You had no idea how to spell that word or what it even meant. No, neither did the lady at the cinemas. It's called Lego Cat, and I think it's also not a very commonly used word in modern language anymore. So yeah. Not the most necessary thing. We're almost finished our first build of tonight. Right. Cool. So what else has been going on with you guys? Probably the only other thing that kind of happened with me this week is I've got a new laptop at work, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I do really appreciate, having a new work laptop. But I lost all my quick links. So now I can't find anything. Which is tough. Because most of the time I don't really click through on the folders. I just click on my quick link and it's just like, right, yep, there we go. I'm here. That's what I needed to do, and it's done. But yeah. And then there were a few other settings as well that sort of went a bit weird, but it's fine. It'll come back to me in time. But yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh. Oops. Oh yeah, I remember I did change some of this because I didn't like the exact design they had. Oh yeah, well, sort of like, yeah, because at the like I said, at the cinemas, particularly at the cinema, yeah, it was just like a short low wall interior, like on the inside. I don't think that we would call them a pony wall. Maybe, like, I mean, it could be the correct terminology, but I just didn't know what else to call it, so I called it a plinth, hoping that people would understand what I meant, and instead I just confused everyone even further. So yeah. Cool. Oh, we might be getting some elf sets soon. Yes. I know. That would be amazing. The new sets are not really attractive to you at the moment, which is a bit sad. Yeah. Yeah, there was definitely some that I just completely skipped over, I must admit. In the recent wave. So I know at some we've just said wall. Yeah, but a wall to me is like a floor to ceiling wall. So, but anyway, it was just one of those daft things that it came out of my mouth. And as soon as I said it and everyone looked at me with confusion, I was just like, okay, I'm just doing my own thing over here. Don't mind me, gang. So, yeah. It was definitely one of those moments where I was like, yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have said that word. So, yeah, but there we have our little yogurt shop. Their cute, like, little yellow car. Bits and pieces. I think that this is really cute set. Again, I like the brick built sign that we have. I do actually think that Friend Sets excel at brick built signs. So we can go here, and then we've got two to choose from. We've got two to choose from now. We've got a newer set. When did this one come out? 2020, and we've got 2013, I think. So we've got the juice bar or the baking competition, if anyone wants to make a choice. I think that the juice bar might be quite cute because then we can have a row of smoothie shops. That's just me. But let me know if anyone's got a preference for which one we'll build. Otherwise, we can jump in and, I don't know, go with one or the other. Oh, juice bar. Oh, Robin's here as well, voting for juice bar. You've made it just in time for the juice bar. Go Cat's voting again. Sleeps is going with juice bar as well. Yeah, let's do juice bar then, gang. That seems to be the popular choice. And you may also notice that these instructions aren't very nice, but I'm pretty sure that the instruction book that I found here was from a bulk lot that I had, and not my version of the instructions, but this happened to be the instructions that I came across first. I've still got to sort out my Lego Friends instructions, but I have a funny feeling that it will be yeah, I have a funny feeling I've got to like rearrange some of my instruction situation. I have one system and I don't think it's working for me. I am having a apple, pear and ginger kombucha. It's very yummy. It's very fresh and delicious. Oh, it was the baking competition, Chrome Lego Cat. That one, the baking competition. Like MasterChef or Great British Bake Off or whatever, but a Friends version. Oh, you recently found the bakery? It was nearly sold out and you even got it at a discount. Oh, were you asking Sleeps which bakery? Oh my gosh. And you even got a discount, but still in the box. Yeah, which bakery are you talking about, Sleeps? Chrome Lego Cat and I want to know. And Sleeps wants to know how Robin is. And Robin is irritated and not too happy. Oh, Robin, no. What's going on, Robin? Hopefully you can have a little chit chat with us, Robin, and hopefully that might make you feel a bit better. Oh, the bakery the baking competition that I was showing. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Well, it is. It's a couple of years old now, so it's good that you got it at a discount and that it's still in the box. Yeah, I know. That's not good either, Robin. No. Yeah, exactly, Sleeps. If it helps to share, and if it's something that you feel comfortable with sharing, then we're here to have a little listen. If not, hopefully we can just distract you for a moment while you are around. For as long as you are here. Right. I still think that this is like such a lovely Friends set because it's so like beautifully citrus coloured. Like the colours in this are so like citrusy and vibrant and gorgeous and all of that sort of stuff. I think it looks amazing. Oh, oh no, Robin. Oh no. Oh, that's no good, Robin. Oh, I don't like hearing that. Sometimes parents do and say some very strange things. That are extremely hurtful. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that we need to know precise words, but the fact that they were said at all and they're hurtful and horrible, that's not something that we like to hear about. Especially because you're such a wonderful human and Ezra's so beautiful and Mrs. H is just lovely. So, and oh my gosh, yeah. That's no good. I know it is. There's such a tough situation to be in. So tough. And oh my gosh, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that, Robin. Never should have happened in the first place. I think that that's the only thing that I can say. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know where to take the conversation from here either. My mind's racing about all the different things that I could say to you, Robin, but I don't know whether or not that's stuff that we need to share over YouTube. But yeah. Just know that you have the support of you know, us here, obviously. And that nasty things just shouldn't ever be said, I don't think. Some things just shouldn't be shared. And it's ridiculous that people think that they are entitled to do things like that. Okay, right. So it seems like that's how this starts. Right. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's also interesting with families as well because there's a lot of emphasis that's placed on families and blood and history and, you know, growing up together and all of those sorts of things. But, yeah, there's definitely family dynamics where it's just like, no. Just because we are all of those things doesn't give you the right or the entitlement to say that. So, yeah. And I think it's also tricky as well because there wasn't ever a moment like in my childhood or whatever where I was educated or shown or encouraged to think or talk about boundaries. And that's definitely something that I've had to learn as an adult, is being able to say to family members, no, you're sort of, it's usually a bit more subtle than this, but it is very much the whole thing of, you're actually crossing a boundary now. Stop it. I know, exactly, Chrome Lego Cat. Like, oh, there was just a great big long pause, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so complex and so horrible and awkward and, yeah, disappointing as well, I think. I know how happy you are with Mrs. H and Ezra and everything, and it's just sort of like, that's all I would want for like my loved ones and family and friends and everything. Oh yeah, your nan got really nasty with people who were helping her when her dementia set in. Yeah, I think that's quite common as well. She was like a second daughter, but in the end couldn't take it anymore. Ill or not, it's just too painful and nobody deserves it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay, yeah. Explain to her about why Christmas is more of a celebration of my late father rather than the Christian meaning of the season. And we are teaching Ezra that we give gifts, not Santa. I think that that's a fair lesson to explain to anyone. I was going to say to a kid, but that's a fair thing to encourage to anyone. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there seems to be so much misunderstanding about religion. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I could a lot of things that I want to say right now as well, Robin, but I don't know whether or not it's appropriate to say on a stream in this sort of context. So I'll I think that we can chat over Instagram later, but you know how much I love you and Mrs. H and Ezra. You're all amazing people. And I think that it's perfectly valid to live a beautiful life with your family. Hey, Baba, how you going, buddy? We're having complex conversations again from the Adorabuild channel. Robin just needed a cozy place to have a chit chat about some family stuff that's been going on with him. So Sleeps and Chrome Lego Cat and I are just catching up on that. Oh, I don't think that those two things are necessarily separate. I think that people can be a very lovely, kind, amazing, intelligent, kind, good human being and also a Muslim. So I don't know how that's related to one or the other. I think there's plenty of examples of non-Muslim people doing nasty things. We only have to look at some of the things that happen within the Catholic Church. And that's the whole situation. I'm trying not to like get flagged by YouTube people. I don't know how to say what's in my head without being flagged. Oh, growing up on birthdays, we gave other people gifts instead of receiving them. See, that's beautiful, Triple D. I love that. And I definitely think that it's important for, again, this is where I just sort of go, I think that there has been a lot more understanding and research and data and education and anecdotal evidence around things. Like there is, I think that a lot of the time people grow up to be a much more well-rounded and wholesome human being if they understand the truth from an early age, provided that the information that they are receiving is age appropriate. And I don't know whether or not, I do know and have heard a number of people talk about the fact that they were very, very confused about the whole Santa Claus thing, but it was more around the betrayal of, but I believed my parents and they basically pranked me for all this time because I thought that Santa Claus was real or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just sort of go, I think that it is much better to be like honest with kids, and that doesn't mean that they don't get to have a magical and awe-inspiring childhood, because there can still be fun involved in that. But I think that, I don't know, it's also important to have an understanding around those sorts of things. But I don't know, just sounds very, very disheartening. Robin, your son is mixed heritage, and his mum is a British South Asian Muslim woman, a beautiful and amazing South Asian Muslim woman, and your son is mixed heritage and is also an amazing, beautiful Muslim good boy. Yeah, exactly. And that's the most disappointing thing as well, is that it's, yeah, the ultimate parental prank. Exactly, Baba. Like, surely it would just be so much better to be able to say, like, this is part of the celebration, is that, people say that Santa Claus brings them gifts, and that's part of, the community about having fun and joining in with this. But, you don't have to, I don't know. I think that there was a harsher word than that, Chrome Lego Cat. I would actually say that that's been extremely racist. I'm sorry for bringing this here. It's fine, Robin. We don't mind. I can understand why it would really upset you. We're all a little shocked, to be honest. Well, me, Chrome Lego Cat, and Sleeps are usually a bunch of chatty humans, and we're all stunned. Grandchildren speak German. Yeah, because they live in Germany. What's wrong with knowing more than one language? That's usually kind of impressive. Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to have to wade through, Robin. It's too much. That's too much. But, like I said, just know that you and the family Hull are very much loved and respected and welcome here with us anytime that you are around. And I know that that's not the same as, a parent, but I don't know what else to say. Like, it's shocking. So if you're feeling shocked and hurt, I think that's an extremely valid response, because we're all shocked and hurt for you and with you. It gets odder. She doesn't like my sister-in-law or my niece. Yeah, because your brother's in the US, because they speak with American accents. Oh my gosh. It's just starting to sound like she doesn't like anyone, Robin. How does she feel about your Australian friend? Sorry, I know that I shouldn't be laughing, but I do quite often try and use humour to cheer up my friends when they're going through trauma. But oh my gosh, that's Baba. We got very lucky with our two boys. They are very intelligent kids and did not take them long to figure out the correlation between an early bedtime and mum and dad being exhausted the next morning. Yeah. Like, I don't ever really feel like the whole believing in Santa Claus thing, I don't ever feel like that was a thing that existed in my life. Because a lot of the gifts that I do have specific memories of from childhood at Christmas time were usually gifts from overseas relatives, because none of our relatives lived anywhere near us here in the middle of nowhere, Australia. And then I also remember that my brother's 18 months older than me, and he must have figured it out at some stage, because he used to always just go searching through the house like he was a CIA Spider-Man or something to find the gifts that had been stashed on the top shelf in the laundry cupboard under a set of blankets so that he knew what was going on. So it was very much that whole thing that, you know, I don't know, it just never seemed like, something that I truly believed. So I don't think that it would be that big of a deal to be able to then say, well, he kind of already knows that Santa wasn't real. He kind of figured that one out. Robin saying, Papa, can you explain that to Ezra, please? I know, exactly, Sleeps. Robin has such a beautiful family, and just I don't know. Yeah. Sloth's come in here with a very succinct message for you, Robin. Sorry, your mum is a twit. Yeah, it's weird. Parents are very strange. Well, people can be strange. So, yeah. That's the best way to sum her up. Yeah. My mum, like me, loads Australians. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Luckily, as an Australian, I just pretend that you love me. Because sarcasm is my love language. Yeah, exactly. Chrome Lego cat, yeah. I know, it's not nice. No, don't like that. Cool. Oh, Amy. Oh, you've made a Halloween playlist on Spotify? That's so cool. What are some of the songs that you put on the playlist, Amy? I don't have Spotify and I don't really understand how it works. But let me know if you want to share any of the songs and stuff that you've put on the playlist. Oh dear, Sloth, you're just an amazing human. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think that's pretty much one of the thoughts that's sort of going through my head as well. I'm just like, I can feel my mind ticking over, and it's just like, yeah, I can just Yeah. I can just, yeah. I think I've met many Australian versions of that person too. I'm like, okay, never use Spotify. I'm too lazy to sign up and understand. It's just another thing, Chrome. Like, I can't keep up with everything. I feel like I'm riding the struggle bus at the moment. There's so much going on, and I just really want to have a holiday, and I can't because of work. But I think I'm going to try and have a few like long weekends here and there between now and Christmas, so that I don't completely go through burnout. Oh my gosh, Robin, your favourite uncle, who Ezra was nearly named after Samuel Joseph, moved to Sydney in 1962. Recently, you discovered a local history recording of his wartime life, and it made you cry like a baby. That's amazing. Sam, once retired, moved into the local RSL and was honoured to be asked to bury his ashes in his mum's grave after my cousin brought them home. Oh, you were honoured to be asked. Oh my gosh, that's weird, really strange. Oh, Gollum, it's so nice to have you here. How have you been? I hope that you've been good. Yeah, it's been a while, but just that never worries me. It's always nice to have you pop in whenever you can. Oh my gosh, yes. This is Halloween Remains of the Day, Transylvania Calling, All the Monsters, I Put a Spell on You, that's a good one, Ghostbusters, Ghost in the Keys, Rave in the Grave, Adam Says Groove. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool playlist. Black Magic, Monster Mash, yes, Banana Boat, Strange Love, Running Up That Hill, beautiful, yeah, Superstition, Things That Go Bump in the Night. Um, in People Are Strange and Scared of the Dark. Oh my gosh. Bubba's saying he has a very strange relationship with his parents, also because you don't share some of the same beliefs. Oh my gosh, and they openly said that. Yeah, it is. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. And I think it's really it's really challenging. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Can't we just be nice to each other and get along? Isn't that what most religious texts are getting at? Isn't that kind of the gist of it? Be a decent human being and then you'll be rewarded at the end of your life. I don't know. Yeah. That is definitely part of it. I think that there is a lot to be said about eras and when people were brought up, in the same way that it's challenging, like as a 30-something-year-old or as a 40-year-old, to all of a sudden be talking to someone about, oh well, you need to understand how to set boundaries, and you need to understand, how to have those complicated conversations with family members about what is appropriate and what isn't, because they're acting like a twit or whatever. But because that isn't something that I'd put into practice since childhood or since teen years or whatever, whenever, it's then just sort of like, oh, I don't really know how to do this. I need help. I need help to learn all of this. So this is all very new to me. Sam was, I guess, what most Brits think of as typical Aussie. Well, there's a few of them around. Full of life, loud, and a bloody good bloke. Yeah, that's a very Australian way of saying it, Robin. There's going to be a few of us riding the struggle bus. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. It's just weird. Like, I just find it so strange. And it's very interesting as well because my mum was raised as an Irish Catholic because that's what her mother was. And mum was just like, nope, they're not getting baptized. They're not doing anything religious in case they want to, grow up and be a different religion or not be religious or whatever. And I remember when Granny did come over to Australia a few times to visit, she did take us all to church a couple of times, and my brother fell asleep, fell into the aisle of the church and made a big commotion. So, oh. Yes, Amy. Yeah. So if anyone does have Spotify and are keen to listen to Amy's playlist, text Halloween Jams because there are some very good Halloweeny tracks on that list, Amy. That's amazing. In charge of the dining car. I don't know, Slot. I can't imagine. I don't know. You seem like a very, very fantastic human being. And so I can't imagine that you'll be heading in that direction. Because I think that being kind and being authentic is much more important. But, I'm not in charge. Or I might be. Oh, you've mocked the juice bar and you've tried to add an additional floor. Brilliant idea. I love that. Oh, but you ran out of bright light yellow plates. That's probably because I've got all of them here. Oh, no, they're not here. They're in the other room. Popped into the Lego store and they had a build challenge from Lego Masters. Saw some bright light yellow plates and used them in your build. I showed it. Oh, and you showed it to the girl and she said, would you like to take it home? Yeah, duh. So I can now finally finish my juice bar mock. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't. No. I don't really have that many memories of things like that. But again, I also know that I have been to, weddings and, I don't know, baptisms and ceremonies and whatever. And you just sort of follow along and it's just being respectful. If other people want to believe that and if other people want to do that or whatever, I'm more than happy for them to do whatever they want. But, we can still respect other people's choices and beliefs without having to throw a strop about it. Exactly. It's not difficult to be kind and it doesn't hurt anyone either. I know. That's the thing. Why say something if you know that it's going to be hurtful? Why be getting out at the end? Just as part of the staff. Just go backwards and forwards. Yeah, do it, Sloth. That sounds like an amazing journey. Oh, bless. Oh, can you go on your other suggestions? Yeah, totally, Amy. Everyone's welcome to share their stuff here. That's so amazing, Sleeps. I love the fact that you've been able to finish your mock now because of the Lego Masters thing. Right. Okie dokies, where are we up to? Juice Baralicious time. Oh, and we did do our Lego building day at work a week or two ago, which was really, really good fun, and everyone loved it. So yeah, it was a really nice day, and I think that it was quite different to what we had sort of been, what we've done previously for other team building days and stuff. So yeah. And I think that I have recruited a few more AFOLs into the universe, which wasn't my intention, but you know, it's quite a nice byproduct. And it also seemed like what most people sort of said was that they enjoyed it because it was really mindful. Like you have to just focus so much on building that you can actually relax from everything else that's going on in your head. Yeah, I know it is. It's a really, really nice workplace actually. I still don't really know what my job is. I have to do it or what's going on. But the workplace is really nice. So yeah. But yeah, every few months two people within our team organise a team building day for the rest of us. And after the previous one, they were sort of like, oh, Andy and Ruth, it's your turn next. And we were like, oh, okay, then cool. And then jokingly, I said a passing comment of, well, I don't know what our team building day is going to be because all I can bring to the table is Lego. And then my big manager was just like, yeah, do it. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, we want to all build Lego. So I was like, okay, I can bring Lego in. So I wheeled in a suitcase of Lego to work a few weeks ago. It was really fun. Yeah, I saw I can't remember who I follow on Instagram, but I follow one of the ladies that's on Lego Masters on Instagram, and she was saying that it's the finals tonight over there, which is really exciting for you guys. Oh yeah, Sleeps was Matthew Ashton on the last show. I hope I got it all back. Yeah, there's one of them needed to keep one set because she's a completer finisher, and she was just like, "I'm going to have mental health issues if you don't let me keep the Lego until I finish the build." I was just like, "Well, goes missing, you'll have to pay for it." Like it's expensive. So yeah. But yeah, everybody else handed their Lego back, and it's in the suitcase down here at my feet, just down here, because I haven't unpacked it yet. Because that's always part of the struggle as well, isn't it? Having to tidy everything up at the end of it. But yeah, it was actually quite fun. It was quite fun because I tried to pick out sets that kind of matched the person. Am I doing this right? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like the size of these shops as well. And I think that these shops are also like really cool to be able to like display all together like next to each other and stuff. And much like Sleeps, there's definitely a series of mocks that I would like to do with these too. I have already done the bakery, the one that was in tan brick with the magenta and yellow awning. Whatever bakery one that was called. Some sort of a bakery. Oh, it was Justin Ramsden. Oh, you literally just built a polybag of a dragon you found on the floor in the local supermarket. They said I could keep it. It's amazing how a 5-minute build can do wonders for your mental health. Yeah, exactly, Robin. Exactly. I think that's why we're all here hanging out with each other together. It's just like, it's so good. It does, honestly, it makes such a world of difference to me, Lego building. And I think it was just really nice that the rest of the team was just like super kind and supportive. Cool. Oh, Sleeps is saying maybe Matthew is there tonight. We were kept far away from all the famous people. Oh, can I make a custom Pocahontas mini doll? It is definitely a mini doll that I am interested in making, but I'm really slow at making custom mini dolls, mini doll repaints. I don't know why I'm so slow. But welcome in, Manazmim. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I do. One of our friends who's often here though, he has recently made a fantastic Pocahontas mini doll. I'll just find his Instagram account as well for you, Manaz. So that is Fabson Mini Doll. So I'm not sure if you are over on Instagram. Yeah, and he does have a photo of his Pocahontas as well. It's so beautiful. He did such an amazing job. So we'll share that link. Hang on. Copy. I'm so not a technical person. It's such a disaster. There we go. I've shared a link to Fabson's Instagram as well if you want to go and check that out, Manaz. But yeah, a Pocahontas is definitely on my list. But oh my gosh, I'm just so slow with mini doll repaints at the moment. I'm so slow with even filming videos as well. Like, it's just, everything has just slowed down to a snail's pace over here. You just realize why you like the elf set so much. They are small and easy to display, yet full of detail. Yeah, I know, Chrome Lego Cat. Elf sets do have so much more detail in them. And I also think that the builds are really interesting because a lot of it is more organic type building. So it's not symmetrical and it's not like 90-degree angles and all of those sorts of things as well, which I just think is a very different style of building compared to like shops and things like that as well. I don't know. Oh, you were only allowed to sort on the non-filming day, so you didn't run into any of the guest jurors, not the bookmaster either, nor the presenters or contestants. You were isolated, Sleeps. Whenever the Lego bigwigs go into the Leicester Square Lego store, staff are reminded not to talk with them. Oh. Oh my gosh, yes. But Corny's Pocahontas was so beautiful. It was amazing. It's one of my favorite repaints as well. And I'm also like so super blessed that Corne has given me his Catwoman, his first Catwoman DC Superhero Girls repaint as well. She's up there on the wall too. Most of my repaints are over here behind me on this shelf just above the Care Bears. But Corne's Catwoman is over there. And then my Cassandra Moonstone from Tangled is over there as well. But I thought that both of those meant that then I had, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So it means that I've got 18 DC superhero mini dolls, all in like their little display cases. And then I've got the 2 Cassandra mini dolls as well together. Cameras because they put the senior managers from Bill on par with Mother Teresa. Oh dear. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, Robin. That's so interesting. There's, I don't know. The world is just such a fascinating place. That's the conclusion of my thoughts today. we've got some amazingly like awesome people and humans in the world, and then we've also got some twits. So yeah. Luckily, the juice shop sign had been prepared earlier. It was an easy one. Oh, there's a statue to her memory. Oh, that's so cool. I'm pretty sure that who was the lead singer of AC/DC? Bon Scott. Yeah, I think he's got a he was buried in a suburb south of Perth called Fremantle. And apparently there's a statue to his memory there as well. I've not ever been there to see that, but my brother has, because he's a lot more into music than what I am. Can I get this? Is this doing what it's told? Right. And then we put a pineapple, an apple, banana, and some cherries. And then, oh gosh, and then there's a whole heap of other stuff here that I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all of that. Oh. Cool, right. Okay, we're sort of done, gang, I think. Done with the juice, but I don't know why, but I've got a lot of like additional parts floating around for both this one and the juice. The froyo shop. Ba-da-ba. Oh no! When you moved from the lowly position to that of a public affairs officer, I was told by my then manager not to speak to any of the senior staff. But that's my new job. It's talking to them. Oh dear. Bless. I know. I'm usually the person that doesn't know who any of the senior staff are and then just say random nonsense to them. But such is life. Right, there we go. We've got our first couple of builds done. Right. Let's do the baking competition because we need sustenance to go with our juice and yogurt. We need to get some baked goods happening. And I also am having flashbacks to the fact that the stickers on this were some of the most complicated, intense stickering that I've ever stickered in my life. This was a very, very sticker-heavy set, I think, from memory. Cool. Oh, and this also has these really nice instructions as well that I've never seen really happen since. Which is a shame. Right. Cool. Yeah, oh, and I was saying earlier that I still need to sort out how I'm going to store my instructions. That's definitely one thing that I've got to figure out. But then I've also got to figure out how I'm going to display my friends' mini dolls. So that's the other big complicated thing that's I've got to figure out, because I've got this wall, but my friends' mini dolls aren't going to fit on it. So I think I'm going to have to move some of the tubs of Lego over here. I don't know where to, though. and then possibly do like a mini doll display, something or another there with the Friends mini dolls. But I have managed to get DC superhero girls and the Disney princesses up on the wall. I've also got all my video figs, the Trolls figs, Unikitty, Lego Movie 2, and then Sesame Street, Wizard of Oz, and the Disney ones as well. So like my Mickey Mouses and Donalds and all of those ones. But yeah, it's and then did I tell you guys that I did also order some of the display frames as well to go on the top shelf? So they're going to come in for Looney Tunes, Muppets, and then the Unikitty CMFs as well. So I haven't gotten those ones yet, but hopefully they are on their way at some stage or another. Cool. On your second day at that job, you were running down the stairs and thought I was bursting through the doors into an empty office, only to find the deputy chairman sitting at his desk with the Secretary of State. Whoopsies! Oh no! Oh, your son-in-law found all his Lego sets from the 80s and the 90s in his parents' attic. All of his instructions were still in the ring binder he'd put them in, all hole punched. Oh my gosh, bless him. Oh dear. Yeah. That definitely sounds like something that I would have done as a kid as well. And then I would have regretted hole punching all the instructions when those plastic sleeves came out. Then I would have been spending my pocket money on plastic sleeves to organise my Lego instructions. So, yeah. Not that I've ever really got pocket money, but you know what I mean. Right. Cool. Right. It looks like we are building Team Yellow first. I actually really liked this set as well when it came out, obviously, to no one's surprise since we're building it now. But I also think that it's because it's a little bit different to some of the sets that we've gotten previously, like in Friends and things like that. Like, I don't know. I just like it when we get things that are a little bit different compared to like the regular stuff. Yeah, it's I think it's okay-ish. Like, I don't want to speak too soon and jinx myself, but it seems like a lot of the themes that got hit the hardest were the things that I don't really buy or collect. Phew. But I also think that, like, with the price increase and those sorts of things as well, it's still just going to be a matter of, like, shopping around, which is something that I'm trying to do more of. Look at places like Kmart and Big W. Big W usually has like quite good toy sales with a lot of Lego sets that are 20 to 30% off. Big W and Kmart usually start off selling their Lego cheaper than the official Lego stores. So, yeah. And then I keep saying to myself that I should be trying to buy sets when they're on sale and discount it rather than when they first come out. But I think that that's also going to mean that I'm going to have to wait and not purchase Lego for 3, 4, 6 months in order to sync up with the discounted price cycle. Does that make sense? Because at the moment, I'm like, oh, new stuff's coming out. I'd love more new Lego. And then it's just sort of like going, this is the cheapest that it is at the moment. But then in 6 months' time, it's discounted. So, yeah. Thanks so much, Robert. Yes, yes. We'll probably be here for a little while longer. I don't know whether or not we'll be here for much longer than 3 hours or whatever. But yes, definitely get the hoovering done. And give Ezra lots of love and hugs and cuddles from all of us as well. Yes, love you too, Robin. And take care, take care. Oh, Diagon Alley, but it got quite an increase where you are. Yeah, I don't know. I think I ended up getting Diagon Alley when it was, not when it was first out, but fairly early on. So, yeah. And then I also tried to get a few of the sets that I knew that were getting increases before they went up as well. So I think the succulents, they went up by about $10. The goat boat went up by about $10, and I managed to pick up both those beforehand. Yeah. But I don't know, like, yeah. I think it's just one of those things where you just sort of go, Lego's always been an expensive hobby, and it's going to continue to be an expensive hobby, unfortunately. So, I don't know. But I think that I've also been making more of an effort to try and be slightly more selective with some of the sets that I get. So I'm trying to learn that I don't need to collect everything all of the time, which is tricky. Because I do like having a complete collection with everything. But yeah, there's been a few friend sets that I've sort of skipped over, either because they were only available from the Lego store, or I didn't really like them, or they were a 4+ set and there wasn't anything in that 4+ set that was really like speaking to me in a dramatic fashion. So I was just like, yeah, I can give this one a miss. So, yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, exactly, Golem, exactly. It's all that whole thing where you just sort of go, oh my gosh, yeah. Somehow I missed that time. Now I'm stuck here. How did that even happen? It's very, very easy to do. I actually have a funny feeling that the only reason why I was reminded about the price increase was probably because someone in the chat said it. I was just like, oh, yes. And then luckily when I checked my bank account, I was just like, oh, I can actually afford to get a few things at the moment. So I grabbed a couple of those bits and pieces. And then I also think that I ended up being quite lucky because someone over on Instagram might have posted a list of the price increases and the hikes and all of those sorts of things. And so I skimmed through that and I was just like, oh, well, most of it I'm not getting. Like, they're not sets that I'm interested in. And so I just sort of skipped them over. But there were those few that I mentioned that I ended up grabbing. These strawberries, yes. Cool. The last stall is digitized in the studio. Whoop, whoop. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, Sleeps waits for the discount cycle. And today I got Andrea's Theatre with a 40% discount. Yes, jackpot. Accidentally got 2. Oopsies. And the Friendship Boss. Accidentally only got 1. That might have been slightly paraphrased from what you were actually saying. But yeah. Well, the thing that I have also started to notice as well is that a lot of the time Kmart and Kmart especially wouldn't discount Lego sets hardly ever. Like, it was very, very rare to see Lego sets discounted. But I have noticed that there's quite a few more that's discounted at the moment than what I'd seen in the past. So I'm sort of like going, maybe that is going to actually become a bit more of a thing moving forward, which is kind of worth waiting to see what happens with it. Because that was one of the other things, was I just sort of went, well, I know roughly when the big W sales are going to happen. And I know that Kmart usually doesn't have discounted stock. So it was just sort of like, well, if Kmart's got the best price, and if Big W is doing a 20 to 30% off toy sale and the Kmart price is already better, then why bother waiting to see if Kmart gets any cheaper? So, yeah. That's the way that I went. Oh, Brad's here. Hey, Brad. I hope that you've been well, my friend. So nice to see you. It feels like it's been forever since we've been able to have a catch up as well. So I'm telling you, this new job is a lot, man. I really like it. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot. It seems like all I do is work and sleep. And once a week I hang out here with you guys. But yeah, it's like it's a lot. Right. I don't know. Did we do this or did we? Okay, I don't know whether or not I did that. Okay. Cool. Oh, yeah, Chrome Lego Cat saying, I think that Lego will get discounted more with the price increases. I hope. Yes. We can only hope. We all want to hope for that. Definitely hope for that. Yeah, and I think that you might be right with that as well. So again, that's where I just sort of have to try my best to sort of sync up with the discounts rather than trying, like, wanting to get everything early. And I'm getting there. I did try in this wave to do that because I didn't get any of the Harry Potter stuff when it first was released. I definitely waited for that for quite a while before I grabbed any of the Harry Potter stuff. So that worked. Is this? Am I missing bits in this? Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I did do I don't know. Okay. I think there is stuff that I've taken out of this set. I think. I don't know why or how, but I think that there's a few things that got changed. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, right. Maybe. Maybe I think I just remembered what happened. I think I think this set came out around the same time as the Dots Cupcake set. And I remember wanting to put more of like these sort of sections into the cupcake build, like with the icing and with like the little round brick and all of those sorts of things, like onto my cupcakes rather than just them being flat. And I have a funny feeling that I did take out a few plates, bits and pieces to make my cupcakes more colourful. I don't know whether or not I ever put them back in the bag or whether or not they've just been parted out and put back into my collection. So I'm like, I think that's what kind of happened. Hang on, sleeps. I'm getting there. I'm multitasking too much. Oh, no. I want to read. I want to read and find out what people have been doing. Cool. Basically, you just wait for the 40% discount. Yeah, I don't know whether or not we get 40% discounts on much Lego here in Australia. 30% is nice, but I know if you wait for a bit, even better offers pop up. Oh, you got Ministry of Magic with 40% as well. Accidentally got 2 of those as well. Oh, and 1 Shrieking Shack, yeah. I think I got 1 Ministry of Magic with the Big W toy sale. I can't remember how much percentage off that was, but it was lower than normal. I think I still need to get Shrieking Shack, I think. And there's a couple of other ones that I think that I still need to get as well. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with Harry Potter stuff. It's I don't know. I don't like building it on stream because I don't like publicly supporting JK. But I love the builds and I love the fact that I've got such a good collection going. And then, I don't know. Oh, and you're seeing a rise in orders in your Bricklink store. Bricklink prices don't tend to rise, well, not as nearly as quick, yeah. And that way the fans get the parts that they want instead of sets with parts that they don't need, maybe? Yeah. Like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And then I wonder whether or not that might be coinciding with a lot of the Lego fans that came in during lockdowns. Some of them have probably dropped out of the fandom a little bit and returned back into like their day-to-day existence. But possibly others who are still like building Lego are now in the phase of feeling comfortable to at least try mocking, perhaps. I don't know. It could be a number of factors as well. Price, I would think, would definitely be one of them. And then also I would suspect that is the number of people accessing places like Bricklink, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I do need to get some more parts for my Paradisa mock as well, but the last time I ordered parts on Bricklink, I placed and paid for the order on a Sunday. It went into the post on the Monday, and it took 9 days to arrive. And it was from a West Australian Perth-based Bricklink seller who literally lives about 20 minutes away from me. So, yeah. It is hard to separate the artist from the art, yeah. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to separate. I don't know. It's hard. It's just hard with all of that. And then it just becomes challenging because obviously publicly I have a very different philosophy to what JK says, but I can understand how she's gotten to the thoughts that she's gotten to. Incorrectly gotten there. Don't support those thoughts or opinions at all, but I can understand how she's gotten there. But I also think that it would be relatively easy to understand that that's a very detrimental opinion to be voicing so loudly and so publicly. And it's probably not that difficult to, educate yourself a little bit and change your mind. But it seems like she's dug in her heels with it all, which I also don't particularly like either. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what preferences the store has set. And some of them do offer a pickup, but I think a lot of them might have just unticked that box during lockdown and things like that and never re-ticked it again. But I also don't know, like some people might just not want everyone knowing on Bricklink where they live or whatever. I don't know. So, but I have gone and picked up some Bricklink orders. But I think, I don't know, that store that I ordered from is one of the biggest, and then the other one that's one of the biggest as well, who I order from quite a bit too. They do offer Metro Post, which is a couple of dollars cheaper than just like standard delivery, because it's just in the metro area. And I think because it's Metro Post, it also gets separated and sorted faster as well, because it doesn't have to, it seems, I don't know, it just seems to work faster, because obviously if they already know that it's Metro, then it can just go in the Metro container to be sorted for Metro stuff. But that Bricklink seller that I ordered from this time didn't offer Metro Post. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know quite what happened, but there was a whole nightmare for taking 9 days. I was just like, goodness sake. This is ridiculous. So, yeah. And of course, if it takes 9 days for my Paradisa parts to arrive again, Paradisa month's going to be over. And next week, all I can do is just sit there and look at my mock going, well, I can't finish it because I've not got parts. Yeah, well, I had to pay for the postage beforehand with this Bricklink seller. And I have used the Bricklink seller before. And they offer fantastic service and all of those sorts of things. And it was nothing to do with the Bricklink seller. Bricklink seller put the order in the post on the Monday. It was Australia Post that took 9 days to get it to me. So I don't blame the seller at all for that. The seller did everything that they were supposed to do. And the only thing that it might be worth mentioning is if the seller wants to add Metro Post as an option to their Bricklink store. But for me, I'm just sort of like going, I just feel a bit weird and uncomfortable about telling a Bricklink seller how to run their Bricklink store. So it's just like, I don't know. So, yeah. And again, I don't like. I mean, I'll have to go through and have a look what parts I need for my Paradisa mock, but they might not be available at that store this time anyway. It might be available at a different store, and so then it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Exactly. Sleeps. Exactly. And even today, like when I was sat there building this morning over on Mayo's channel, I was just sort of like, this is really cool. I really enjoy it, and I've been pleasantly surprised at I've been able to get this mock done in a decent amount of time, and with only a couple of Bricklink orders. So it was like, maybe I should do like a mock building stream or something more often. But it's just like, but if all it is me sitting there whinging about Australia Post, and that's not going to be fun for anyone. No stream this week. My Lego order hasn't arrived yet. Oh, yay, Brett. Collecting your cool colour friends pieces in a little pile. I love that. After Chrissy, you're going to mock a friend's town up. Yay. Oh, that sounds amazing, Brett. Oh, and Zizu's here as well. Hi, Zizu. Love that you're here, buddy. Yeah, exactly. There's been a lot. There's been a wide variety of topics discussed tonight, as always. We welcome a variety of conversations. And of course, the fact that it is, a comfortable, cozy place to share as well. Life events, good or bad. And hopefully we can just, share some love to our little cozy chat friends. Oops, I've just knocked over the camera. Oopsies, never mind. Okay, that can just go in there. Of course. Right, let's put that over there. Cool. Got Daddy Choo Choo in the chat. Right. I don't know don't know how or why this has happened. But there's definitely parts missing. I've definitely done something here. Okay, well, we'll continue to build as much as we can. Oops, no, that's not what I needed at all. Okay. Yep, let's do that. I'll continue to build as much as I can for as long as I can, and then we'll see where we get to. And then we may have to have a look through my parts collection to see if these random parts that I've taken out of this set have been parted back into my collection or have gone elsewhere entirely. It's the same as the cafe from the very first cafe that we built from 2012. I still don't know where the rest of that build is. I've looked through lots of boxes, and I still can't find where that ended up, which is concerning. So, yeah, I don't know. Come on. Right. I'm excited about a friend's town, Brett. That's really cool. And Zizu, what have you been building lately, mate? I've seen you around the way, but I'm not too sure where you're up to with like building and Legoing and stuff. Oh, if you're available to chat. If you're off lurking or doing other things, don't worry about it. It's cool. I'm just wondering. It's just more out of my own curiosity than anything else. Cool. I've got little ingredients. The stickers that are in this set are, as well, I must admit, are super cute too. Whoever did the graphics for this did do very, very cute stickers. And I don't know, I've got to, yeah. I think I need this part, but in white, for my Paradisa mock. And I don't think that I have any of them, so I'm going to have to definitely order those ones. But I don't know how common they are in Perth Bricklink stores. So that's going to be the other challenge. The other tricky bit to it all. But yeah, overall, it has actually been quite nice getting back into mocking again as well, because I haven't done that for ages. So that's been like really cool and fun and everything. Right, we've got the clock in place. We've got the spinner. Okay, so I do need one of these. Okay. Okay. Oh, and Pucky's on the sofa. I can hear him snoring. Go. Oh. How did she not like and if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all? Yeah, I know, Amy. It's weird. It's very, very weird. But I don't know. People do strange things, though, I must admit. Do and say strange things, though, I must admit. But, oh gosh, why do I... I made a mistake with my purple cape. Right, and these ones. Oh, cool. No, that's okay, Brett. You don't need to apologise for that. I know that things pop up in our lives and change and everything as well. And even for me, I find that it's been really difficult for me to chat to everyone as much as I would like to, because I just am either working or exhausted. People are strange. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Oh, fab, Zizu. Oh, I love that. Recently built the 3-in-1 castle, and halfway through the anniversary castle. Oh, laundry's beeping. Yeah, no, that's fine. Go and sort that out. Sleeps. Oh, okay. Mostly you're catching up on sorting Lego and planning for future mocks. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Cool. Yeah, I just find it all very sad. Like, all of it. I'm sad for the people who loved Harry Potter and now feel awkward about it, like myself. I'm sad for trans people for having to hear that, from anyone ever. It's just sad and disappointing to know that that gets said to other people, in this universe. And I just think that it's just disappointing. It's just disappointing, I think. Oh, and trying to teach music? Strange, since I was trying to teach art. Oh, no. No, that's okay, Coco. That's fine. You've been lurking for a bit. Go and watch the Ever After High movies. Definitely do that. Go and have a nice little cozy time. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer anyway, because I think I've built the yellow section and I've built the middle section, and so I think I've only just got to build like the little green section now. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, day, morning. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Coco. It's always lovely having you here, though. So yeah, definitely go and do some cozy after high stuff. Yeah, I've been watching a few of the doll collecting videos and those sorts of things, and hearing some of their thoughts about the new Monster High reboot, which is sort of quite interesting to hear what fans have got to say about those. Cool. Yeah, and I think that that's the other thing as well is, like what Amy was saying, like, can you separate the art from the artist, and how do you do that, and how do you reconcile that in your mind and heart and everything? And again, it's also that whole thing where, while supporting Harry Potter is supporting her because of her stories, but then it's also supporting other people like Daniel Radcliffe, who is very much a kind, caring, loving human being who seems to have a very different viewpoint. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. You have to go as well, Gollum. No, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, though, as well. I always enjoy seeing your little videos whenever they pop up and your shorts and all of that fun stuff too. So, yeah, take care. And hopefully we'll get to see each other again soon. Cool. Oh, just the ongoing controversy around the fact that J.K. Rowling has some very strange ideas about trans women, which I don't agree with at all. Oh, you've been watching for a good price for the Goblin Castle? That one? Yes. You want to buy one and expand it in the future? Yes, do it. It's such a cool build. Oh yeah, the fanfic stuff is also interesting when it comes to things like that too. What's Goblin King Castle? That it is, yep. Yeah, and I think that that's like the hard thing, you know, I don't know. It's like, can I get the Harry Potter Lego sets that I love and enjoy and want and just send all my positive energy, time, donations into the LGBTI community in order to like combat that weirdness in the world? And then hope that the way that the money filters through the Harry Potter economy, it just ends up in Daniel Radcliffe's pocket. Like, I don't know. Separate art from the artist. Azealia Banks has entered the chat, yeah. It's Chrome Lego Cat saying, Zizu, that one's actually quite an affordable set because I think, yeah, I don't know whether or not it's because not many people enjoyed the colours. I think that because the colours are very, very different to a lot of the other elf stuff as well. And I think that some of the other castles also look quite different compared to this one. You almost notice it over there. Yeah. Oh, there's sales going on here. Yeah. I think that that's also part of it as well. Like, I think it's a very, very interesting conversation. And then it's also all of the challenging things around, well, at what point, when you've got evidence that the artist is a fool, or when you've got suspicions, or I don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, and I think that, I don't know. It's just, it's it's weird. It's weird. It's complicated. I don't like it. Again, why can't people just be nice? Then we wouldn't have to have these weird conversations. Oh dear. But yeah. And I think rap is definitely like a very interesting area to explore as well, because there's some interesting historical stuff that often goes along with the, you know, how and why rap even exists and where it comes from and what it all means and all of those sorts of things. So I don't know. Sisu's agreeing with Sloth, as most of us should. Okay, right. Let's see if I've got one of these in my collection. Ooh. This looks like quite a promising bag. Do I? Do I not? Can I use this colour instead? Okay, I know what I need to do. I know what we're going to do here. Right. Oops. We're just going to change the colour of the table on the main podium. Go with that. Or maybe, can we change this one? Oh. Oh, okay, Coco. Yeah. She said some gay man. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what else was the context of that conversation, but I don't know how saying some gay men is any more or less of a slur than, I don't know, some people. Some 40-year-old Australian woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, isn't that just more of a descriptive thing? I don't know. I don't know. I definitely think that there are a lot of people out there that have said a lot worse than that repeatedly, and have probably been held to less of an accountability. So yeah. But I think that the other thing that's very interesting, which has been more of a conversation that's been happening in and around what I've been watching, has been that like when I was growing up, back in my day, I probably got befuddled very easily. I got confused. I didn't understand some of the complex situations of the world, some of the historical things within the world, and all of those sorts of things, and said some dumb stuff growing up. The dumb stuff that I did say growing up, luckily, wasn't really hurtful, horrible, or anything like that, but it was just stupid. It came from a very ignorant place. So I am like glad that now that I, do this and am on social media and all of those sorts of things, that I have a better understanding about the world, how the world works in a lot of ways. But I also don't understand how we can have young people online as much as what they are, and then expect them to not ever do or say anything wrong, because it's going to happen. And again, I think that it's also very interesting when it comes down to intentions. And a lot of the time, like when my friends have been, transitioning or changing their pronouns or whatever, is that most of them have said, look, if you accidentally call me by the wrong pronoun now and again, it's fine, just because I know that your intentions are to be kind and respectful to me. So, that's okay. Like if I can see that you're making an effort, don't freak out if you accidentally, do or say the wrong thing. Obviously, they don't speak for the entire community. That's just, on their occasion. With me, their friend. So, I don't know. I just find it really, really difficult how we can put so much pressure on young people to never, ever make a mistake on social media in the fear that they will then end up being cancelled. And again, even me as a middle-aged grown up, I don't know everything about everything. So if I was asked to talk or say or do something on a topic that I didn't understand or was never educated on, then of course I would be like, you know, I might accidentally, you know, upset someone because I didn't fully understand what was meant by, or how what I was saying was so hurtful. Do you know what I mean? And I just sort of think we've got to allow people the space to be educated and understand those topics deeper in a non-combative sense. Like, you know, people can make mistakes and grow from them and then be like, oh no, I get it now. Thank you so much for sharing that. But if I'm made to feel like an idiot or made to feel horrible about myself, then I'm not really going to want to change. Oh, back with a snack. Yay. I keep looking in my fridge every 20 minutes like like a buffet is going to appear. Yeah, if you were born in or what? If you were born in 2000, then you'd be 22. If you were born in 2010, you'd be 12, yeah? Yeah. Right. I don't know why I've got these bits. I don't have other bits. Okay, well, I am... Oh, hang on. I am missing some stuff, but for the most part, it's fine. I don't know why I've got these extra bits as well. I haven't missed anything. Oh, okay, well... And I think that is meant to be... Oh, that is meant to be here. Right, let's chuck those over there. Cool. Coolio, gang. Oh, gosh, I can't even wheel myself over there. I'm going to have to, like... There's too much stuff on my floor at the moment. Rightio, gang. So we've built the Great Lego Friends Bake Off. So we've done that one now as well, which is really cool. So... yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind being corrected when I'm wrong either. And I definitely think that you know, trying to correct someone, particularly if it's around opinions or complex topics and those sorts of things, is that it's got to be done with a little bit of kindness and grace and understanding, because people don't like to admit that they're ignorant or they don't know something. It's embarrassing. Can be very embarrassing to say, I've never learned about this, or I don't know any better, or this is something that I've never thought about before. Like, I don't understand how or why this is so distressing. And usually when people are given a safe space or a person to talk to, or, you know, even, you know, videos to watch or people to follow that provide, you know, accurate information on those sorts of topics, is that then they're more than willing to sort of start to go down the rabbit hole and learn more. But yeah, when people double down, and that's one of the things where I feel like that kind of happened with JK. I just sort of go, I think that if someone had just gently and quietly given her a few things to think about and just be like, stay off Twitter for a little bit and just do a little bit more research and, you know, have a little bit of a think about this and talk to a few more trans people, then maybe that would have changed her mind. But I also think that people came for her really freaking hard to start with. And I think that was just like, I don't want anything from you guys because you're too aggressive at trying to change my opinion. And she got stubborn, which is, again, fine. I get stubborn about certain things too. So, yeah. And it's, yeah, exactly, Zizu. It's not always easy. And it's, you know, especially to be non-combative. And I definitely think that sometimes those controversial topics do need to be discussed in, you know, smaller environments, like kinder environments, places where people feel like they can ask stupid questions and not be laughed at or screamed at or whatever. So, yeah. Oh, Gladio's here. This is Sparta. It's nice to see you again, Gladiator. I hope that you've had a nice day, sleep, weekend. I'm literally finishing my apple pear and ginger kombucha, but we are sort of wrapping up as well, Gladiator. But it's so nice that you've popped in for a little bit. So we have built 3 friend sets today. We've built the frozen yogurt shop from 2017. We built the juice bar from 2013, and we built the baking competition from 2020. So 13, 17, 2020, we've got a nice little range of eras going on here for these ones, all centered around food though. Yay. So now I've got to just have a quick look and figure out what's going on in my universe, because I have a funny feeling, oh yeah, next week is the 29th. Yeah, exactly. She should have just apologized to women, but just not saying anything good. And I think it was also the fact that then she started to write like these really in-depth, complex essays reinforcing her point of view, but kind of missed the first 2 steps of the conversation. And it was just like, but you've kind of misunderstood the foundational information. So everything that's built upon it is just very bizarre. So we've now got to sort of go back to the beginning and just sort of go, but these are the facts. This is where, you know, it sits, and everything that's built on top of that are issues and are concerns, but aren't really based on evidence or research. It's your thoughts and feelings, which are important and which are valid, but you can't present thoughts and feelings as evidence and fact. And then just again like looking over time and saying, you know, there's more people transitioning than ever before, so we've got to be concerned that all these people are then going to change their genders and it's going to be a disaster, blah blah blah. And it's just like, well, no, the reason why more people are transitioning now is because they feel safer to do so, which is a good thing. And the availability is more important because that's a good thing. So I don't know. Yes, Chrome Lego Cat. I know we're getting into the deep and meaningfuls again as well. So take care, Chrome Lego Cat. It's always lovely having you here. Oh, you're planning a battle with the Avatar aliens in a stop motion. Yes, do it. I love that. I don't know Pucky's exact birthday. I think it's February. Yes, I do. But I think I also missed one as well, so I'm going to save that one till next year. So yeah, Pucky's birthday will be in February. And then we've got Christmas Eve, and then there was another one as well for Friendship Day. Or maybe did I just open that on the sly? Oh yeah, I did. I opened that one on the sly, which was the little teal one, which is beautiful. But she's still wearing her pink jacket. but she's put her wardrobe in a boat with friends. Oh, with Zulu brick warrior shields. Yes. Celebrate Pucky the entire month. Pucky gets celebrated on a daily basis. His one whole life is a celebration. I can't remember who I was talking to the other day, but I think that we were talking something about morning routines, and I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah. You know, I get up in the morning and, you know, do this, make my bed, blah, blah, blah. But then, of course, I always have to make sure that I give Pucky his affirmations. Like, what? It's just like, oh, does not everyone do that? We have to get up and give your dog cuddles and tell them how amazing they are. every morning. Sometimes he will come in and see me and he's like, it's affirmation time, you've got to get out of bed, and he'll like, poke me or whatever. And then sometimes he'll come in and he'll be like, I'm ready for them. And then other times, if I'm up before him, he'll be lying on the sofa, sort of still sleeping and dozing or whatever. And then I have to go over and give him cuddles and affirmations. It's funny. Oh, yeah, I think I might have missed the Friendship Day one, but I opened that one on the sly. I snuck that one in because I was too excited and I wanted to see what colour it was. But I like that, Gladiator. You can have a mixed bunch of houses in a Lego city. That's cool. Do it. Keep it. If it makes you happy, then just do that. Don't let anyone be judgmental about your Lego city. All Lego cities are amazing and beautiful and fantastic. And the more individualized and personalized and fun they are, then I adore them even more. Why not put castle in a Lego city? It can either be a monument, it can be a historical part of the city, it can be a castle version of colonial Williamsburg, but in castle time. So I had mermaids in my city because I wanted to. Sloth has aliens in them. Friendship Day, yeah, sneaky freaky, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure. A Chima Croclair? Why not? Chuck it in. Do it. And then, so in my city, which I don't have anymore because I haven't got the room for it, but in my city, I had mermaids. I had a lot of the Friends build, well, not a lot of the Friends buildings, some of the Friends buildings built and the Friends boats. And then I was also planning to include the princesses. So I had planned a few different locations in order to put the Disney princess castles, because I thought, well, they can just be, part of a historical, situation that happens. In a lot of like European cities and things like that, you'll have a castle next to modern buildings and all of those sorts of things. So it's just like, yeah, cool. This castle was built 1,000 years ago. And then I'm pretty sure that I can't remember who it was going to be, whether or not it was going to be, I think it was going to be Snow White's castle. I was actually going to do Snow White's castle as like a historical reenactment castle. No, not Snow White's castle, Aurora's castle, so that I could have Maleficent and Aurora all dressed up in their traditional outfits, and it was going to be like a historical reenactment castle. So that was going to be part of my storyline. And then I was also going to include the DC superhero girls into my Lego city as well. And they were going to be in charge of like emergency services. So I'm sure that you can say that the residents decided to build around the historical monument of a castle, and that, they also have a crocodile park there. And to be honest, Gladiator, when I went to Cairns quite a few years ago, which is in the northeast of Australia, sort of near the Great Barrier Reef, is that because it's tropical, coastal location, is that they did actually have crocodile farms in Cairns, and you could do a crocodile farm tour, which I did, which was terrifying because in the minibus when we were driving around the crocodile farm, they said, yeah, tourists can't actually get off the minibus and walk around the crocodile park anymore because some crocodiles have escaped and they quite often just hide in the shrubs and walk across the street in the park because, they've just escaped. So, most of the crocodiles are behind the fences, but not all of them. So, yeah, do it. Put the monkey kid boat in there. Why not? Yeah, sloth has alligators and spiders and aliens. Also, rock monsters, a Gungan riding duck, and a hippogriff. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what. Yes, salt water. No, freshwater crocodiles. Cairns is a coastal town, but the crocodiles were actually living in the freshwater mangroves. So the crocodiles wouldn't be in the ocean, but the crocodiles would be in the rivers and the mangroves nearby. In the ocean, that's where the box jellyfish were, but not the crocodiles. We get saltwater crocs in the northwest of Western Australia, but on the east coast, I'm pretty sure that they were freshwater crocodiles. Yeah, I think, but it's been a long time since I've done any investigations into the reptiles of Australia. No, the ones over east weren't the largest ones. The ones up north from me are the larger ones. Yeah. Yeah, because they were being farmed over, like, it was crocodile farming. It was quite often that they were being farmed for meat and their skin for like crocodile bags and shoes and belts and whatever. And then obviously you can actually eat crocodile as well. But honestly, Gladiator, like, I would always strongly encourage people to build their Lego city the way that they want to build their Lego city. If you want to have houses, castles, and crocodiles in your city, then figure out how you want to put that into your city and do it. Because it would be amazing. It would be cool. And it would make you happy. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like having these like little elf shelves here and here. No, here. Here and here, is because every time I walk past this room and see them, I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're so cool and I love them. And it's super, super like beautiful. And it just makes me happy. And I love this little dude that's hanging off the edge. Meep, meep. One of my little trolls, goblins. Yeah, crocodiles are intense, man. Which is probably would be a very good defensive mechanism to put into a castle moat. So historically, maybe your residential town, which might be a modern residential town, came from a history of castles with crocodiles in moats, and now that town is a well-respected, specialized town in crocodile care and rescuing crocodiles because of that history and knowledge and understanding of crocodiles. That the castle has become a historical museum, and then the Chima crocodile area is now part of a crocodile rescue centre. And the residents of Gladiator Brick City are just very, very proud of their history of castles and crocodiles. Exactly. Sloth City is very inclusive as well. Everyone's welcome, especially aliens, international beings. You know, if you can have Avengers and superheroes in cities, then why not crocodiles and castles? City is in a war against the Empire and the First Order. Well, that too. That can still have historical, world building Gladiator. They're currently in a war against the Empire and the First Order, and one of the reasons why they're in that war is because they're known internationally throughout the Empire and the First Order about having extremely good knowledge around castles and crocodile defenses. I'm getting very worked up about this concept. I feel like I'm peer pressuring you into the whole concept now. Honestly, Gladiator, do whatever makes you happy. Build the city that you want to build. Don't let anyone make you feel like you can't have crocodiles in your city. Yeah, exactly. I imagine Amy imagines that her Lego city would have had a small spillage on an island in the middle of nowhere, but there's a hidden power of magic in the ground, so a lot of magical things can occur. I love that. Zachary, Sloth City is in its own universe, accessible by transporters. I just want the brick warriors. See, Gladiator, you've already got a story for your city. We don't need to give you any help or guidance. So yeah, but honestly, build whatever city makes you happy in whatever way that you want to build it. I think that's the most beautiful thing about Lego, is that you can just, create all sorts of magical, wonderful storylines and draw from whatever passions you have. So do it. Now, right, gang, I've got good news and I've got, well, not bad news, but news. So next week is the 29th. That's the Saturday. And I have been invited to a Halloween costume party, which I am actually quite keen to go to. So I probably won't be streaming next week. Okay, I'm becoming too social. All my friends are scheduling activities on Saturdays when they should know that all I do is sit at home and do live streaming. But next week I will be still building my Paradisa mock over on Mayo's channel. So you can catch me there if you want, but that's very early in the morning. For me, it starts at 9 o'clock, which is a lot to ask on a Saturday morning. And then the week after, we can figure out what we want to build as well. So I do still have the orchid here. I haven't built that one yet, so we can have a little bit of think about that. If you guys have any requests about other friend sets that you would like to see me build that I haven't mocked, then definitely let me know about any of those, or princess sets as well. Maybe we should do a few princess sets too. And then at some stage over the next few weeks, I'm also hoping to be able to get the 1 or 2 Monkey Kid sets that I want, and then also possibly the Avatar sets as well. But in saying that, I do have a couple of quite big bills coming up soon as well. So we'll just see. We'll see how I go. So we might be able to build Avatar. We might be able to build Orchid. We might be able to build Monkey Kid. We can definitely build more friends. But next week we won't be doing a Halloween stream because I'll be at a party dressed as a witch. Sloth City also has a sizable otherworldly population post-mortals. Oh, can I DM the Adorabuild? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll share that with you now while I remember sleeps. So. Right, hang on. I'm getting there, gang. I know that this is riveting content. I'm such a good streamer. I'm so brilliant at social media. It is amazing. Right. Sleeps, I've just shared the link to the live stream of Mayo and I building our Paradisa mocks from this morning onto your Instagram. Taz also popped in for like the last 45 minutes to an hour, which was kind of cool. Oh, Emma's art studio sometime. I think I've mocked Emma's art studio. But I'll have a look. I'll have a look and see what else I've got of Emma's. Oh, the new art studio? Or the older little one? Or both? Okay, I'll figure that out, Sloth. I think I need to go get some sleep. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, next week I'll be at a Halloween party and then we'll see how I go. I am kind of thinking whether or not I can do an extra stream possibly on a Wednesday or a Sunday, but I don't know about that, and I don't want to promise that in case I can't deliver that. So, yeah. Oh, you want to see the mock as well? Shall I do a quick show and tell then? Here, I'll go and get the Paradisa mock so far. I won't be long, gang. Right. It's not finished though. Just keep that in mind. It's not finished. So this is based on the Paradisa Country Club. So you can see that I've still got to figure out how to do the roof up here. And I am missing a few like little parts here and there. So I still need to get some white like little telescope pieces to fill in the gaps of some of the fences. And then I've lost my whole bag of horses. So I've only got one little fold here because I didn't lose my bag of holes. But I don't know where I've put my bag of horses. So I've got to look that out. But yeah, this is my mock so far. So it's not meant to be an exact recreation. It's more supposed to be like inspired by the Paradisa Country Club. So I've kept the general layout the same. So I've kept the fence down here. There was like a little enclosure over here in the original mock. I've created that as like my hay shed. I don't think it's a hay shed in the original. They did have one palm tree, but they used the older style of palm tree leaves. So I've added in some of that newer look. The interiors in Paradisa are a bit like minimalistic. So I've tried to add in a few more details for the interiors. They did have like a little lounge chair and umbrella in the original as well. And then I've also added in, they did also have a shrub up the front, but I have done my like foliage a little bit different. So I do quite like layering foliage up a little bit where you can see the lime and the spring green and the pale pink and all of those sorts of things. There was one red parrot in the original. And then this morning I couldn't decide between the pink parrot or the blue parrot, and the chat weren't helpful at all because it was a 50-50 split in the chat. So in the end, we decided to have both the parrots and just have them kiss. So we've got lovey-dovey parrots. And then the interior of my Paradisa mock, this side is like the bar area. So they're making like little slushies over here, and I have tiled the floor. I obviously still need to get a roof up here as well because I don't have any more pale pink plates to put up here to create the ceiling. And then over this side of the mock, there will be like a couple of little lounge chairs on these spinny plates. But I also want to tile over here as well. But I just have to have a little bit of a think about what colour I want to put here. I do need to do some sort of window or wall or something in here as well. And I've got sort of two different ideas about how I'm going to do that. One of those is to use the quarter round panel pieces that we've now got that I have built with in a couple of the princess castles. Or there's another idea that I can also do as well, but I've just got to try and make a decision on that. And then, like I said, upstairs, I've just got to figure out how I want to do the roof up here. But I think the direction that I'm heading in is that I do want to have the curve up here because the original design had the curve, but then I might want to try and turn it into more like is that a trellis that you have, or is a trellis vertical? I don't know, with more like plants and vines and stuff instead, so that it's actually sort of a bit more open, but that sort of style of thing. But yeah, and then I think also in the original, they did have like the dark blue buckets with pink flowers. And so I sort of swapped that over a little bit as well, but tried to have that look the same. I have tried to add in a few more details in the downstairs lounge area with like the little terrarium and that type of thing too. There isn't really a door, though, to get into the interior. Originally, I had intended to make the door under the stairs, but then I didn't really like the way that was working. So I was like, It's open at the back. The door's over here somewhere into the void. So I don't know where the door is, but there isn't an official door. But yeah. So it is coming along, and I am like quite happy with how it's sort of looking, but yeah, there's a little bit more that needs doing. And then obviously I do still need to find 2 more horses, and then the horse also has like a little buggy thing on the back of it, or one of the horses does. So that will sort of go in here. So yeah, there's a little show and tell of my Paradisa mock so far that I've been building with Mayo over on his channel. So yeah, but this is all I've built. And Mayo, I think, is up to like his 4th mock. It's just like, and here's another one. Another one's done. Just like, okay. But I think most of you guys know now that I do quite like building quite detailed mocks. And then I was fussing around with palm trees for ages this morning as well. So that was sort of like, took quite a bit of time. So yeah, that's my little Paradisa mock. Kind of. I don't know. Can I fit all of these over here? So yeah. Cool. Oh, do you know that the heroes and the soldiers keep trying to make peace with the Empire and the First Order, but they keep refusing to end the war? Oh my gosh. It's dramatic. Gladiator has a dramatic city. Oh, good. I'm glad that you like it so far. Put in a transporter and then you don't need a door. Exactly. It's just like, there's more building back here. A country club is not just going to be 8 studs wide. There's going to be a whole thing going on back here with the country club. Everyone should be put in transporters. Exactly, Sloth. That's the dream, that we can all just live our best transporter life. There's no way for the Empire to get into the city, though. Well, that's good. That's handy. I like that. Cool. Okay, so there's my little show and tell of this one. And I think I also forgot to take a photo of this during week 2. So my Instagram is going to go from week 1 to week 3. So anyway, because I'm great at social media, the city is floating in the sky or on a table. floating in a sky. I like that concept. It's not on a table. No. Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out with me again tonight. I always appreciate anyone coming along to have chats and whatever, and watch me build Lego and listen to me ramble on about a wide range of topics and everything. And yeah, it was really great, chatting to everyone and catching up with you all as always. So yeah, next week I'll be out and about, but then afterwards we'll be back, and I'll just figure out what I'll build between now and then and go from there. So yeah, oh my gosh, but in the shadows of the table is the jungle of the Doomland, where monsters and dinosaurs rule. Oh my gosh, see, Gladiator, you've got an amazing city now, my friend. So yeah, take care, everyone. I love you all. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I super duper appreciate, whenever anyone stops by. And again, you guys always just, make my week so much better, even if it is sharing hard things and challenges that you've been going through. I think that that's all just part of, the reasons why we like hanging out with each other. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekends and take care, and go off and be your most beautiful, wonderful, lovely, amazing, adorable selves. And yeah, I love you guys. See you guys. Oh, I love you.